Yo, check, check, check. What's up? Yeah, this is Ron. I'm getting the stream set up. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? You here to chat a little bit about this Alycia Baumgardner, all right? We got Shadesha Green coming up. Oh shit. My battery exhausted. Hold up. My camera literally just died. Hold on. Hold up. All right. Blank face. All right. What's good, bro? Yeah, give me literally like 1 minute. My camera just died. I just had to literally hook my cord up. But I got my co-host today. Alycia is running from Caroline Dubois. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what time they fighting. What up, Keith? What up, Marvelous? Yeah, give me 1 second. My camera literally, I didn't have the power cord, so hold on. All right, let me go. Okay. All right, cool. So let me introduce you. I actually got you on mute, my guy. Hold on. Let me. I just want to make sure because malfunctions do happen. Let me unmute you real
There you go.
quick.
You're back. You're back.
All right, cool, cool, perfect. So check it out, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in. We got the co-main coming up: Shadesha Green, Lani Daniels. Then we'll have the main event: Alycia Baumgardner, versus Bo. So I want to introduce everyone real quick. This is my guy right here, Ken Collins. He's a new member of FightHype. I'm sure you've seen his content. He's been here for what? How long would you say about?
Ooh, I would say almost a year, 8 months, full time. I know
Eight
I did some one
eight
offs.
months
Yeah, I
in
did some one
total.
offs in
Okay,
total. In total, 2 years because I've done some one offs. We done a couple things. So in total, 2 years.
cool. So
Yeah,
he's been doing a lot of great workout in Vegas. So he did the Conor Ben today, right? And
yeah, yeah,
you were out Zerto Ramirez.
yeah.
You're all the Zuffa stuff. I mean, this dude's been
All
killing
the
it.
Zupa stuff. Yeah.
So, um, but what up, Most High? Yo, what up, Southpaw? Clarissa's mad, and I'm glad. Yo, aren't you doing a live? I weren't you doing a live? I saw. Um, I think you were doing one, or I saw someone was scheduled. So, appreciate you coming in, my guy. Watching for Lubbock, Texas. That's what's up. Are we gonna be able to watch it? Nah, it's just a live commentary. A watch along, right? The fight's on ESPN, right? So, give a little context today, right? Today we're gonna have pretty much like a measuring stick. I was talking with Ken earlier, right? And this is gonna be really important for a lot of people wanting to see Shadesha Green and Clarissa Shields because her opponent tonight is someone that faced Clarissa Shields, right? Just like Alycia Baumgardner is facing someone that Caroline Dubois fought, just like how she fought Terry Harper. So it's in us as boxing fans to immediately just be like, who did it better, right? So if Shadesha Green, who's known to have power, knocks this girl out like viciously, which Clarissa couldn't, right? Not taking anything away from Clarissa because she beat her first and their styles, right? That make fights. But what do you think, Ken? If she knocked this girl out, Clarissa couldn't, and she did it cold, that has to be her next opponent.
It has to be right because if you fought the person that they fought and you made it look better, then now it's like, hey, I want you. And if you don't come see me, now you the one doing the running.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're waiting for, just to see
Yeah.
Shadesha really have a performance that really ignites the boxing world. My wife said, "Say Ron Weasley." Yo, I used to be called Ron Weasley, not because of the looks, but just clearly just because of Ron. So it's not a first time. Ron Weasley. Yo, but Miss Southpaw, a lot of respect to you. So appreciate you guys showing support. You gotta check out Southpaw, Ken. Like, this dude is hilarious. Like, he spits a lot of real stuff.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of people get a little upset because when you speak certain stuff that they don't want you to speak on, you
Right.
know,
When you speak the real
you know
and
what I mean?
you don't sugarcoat it,
You know what I mean?
right? Yeah.
You know,
But you know,
and you got,
what's the famous saying? If you don't have haters, then you're doing something wrong. So he must be doing something right.
yeah, you know, he's about to be 100K. So, you know what I mean? So
There we go.
so appreciate you, Southpaw and Mrs. Southpaw. Alycia is going to drop the bomb on Shin. Well, that's pretty much what we're looking for, right? She hasn't had a stoppage for a little bit, and I think with her platform right now, especially with all eyes on her, right? She's ducking. Caroline
Yeah.
Dubois is the word, right? They're saying, you know, she's ducking, and because of that, what better way to show like you're on another level is knock out an opponent that, you know, and destroy her, dominate her, even if she doesn't knock her out. They just wash her, right? On a stage where she's representing MVP promotion on ESPN at, you know, Madison Square Garden. I know the smaller room, right? But at that moment, if she's able to do that with all the attention she's getting, I think she can have a fair case to say, hey, I want Katie Taylor. I want Amanda Serrano. Caroline Dubois, look what I can do to someone that you face. We're on a different level, right? We can make the fight,
Right.
but
Right.
I'm over here, and I know as a fight fan I want to see that fight, but I
I
can
don't
I
think,
can
but she's not running from her though. I mean, Alycia has a point, right? Like she's the name. Carolina Dubois needs her. She needs her to kind of make herself a little bit more known, get her name out there. She's not bringing the money. Alycia is bringing the money. She's bringing the people. She's bringing the headlines.
But the thing that's really important is that she has to separate herself tonight, just like how Shadesha Green has to separate herself in this performance with Lani
Absolutely. I agree
Daniels.
with that
Which
100%.
Lani, they're both in the ring, Shadesha Green, Lani Daniels. And the reason why she has to separate herself tonight, Alycia, is because the fight fans alone, and myself included, understand there's a high chance that she doesn't get Katie Taylor next because Katie's saying she's going to be on her last leg. And Amanda Serrano and Alycia, they're on the same stable. So that's like an in-house fight that Amanda's going to be willing to want to do, and they're going to want to set that up. If not, then if she doesn't get Katie or Amanda, what's the next enticing fight the fight fans want to see? Caroline
Then it's
Dubois.
probably Dubois. Yeah,
So,
then it's Dubois.
so,
So if those fights don't happen, then absolutely, let's make that Dubois fight happen.
but she has to separate herself tonight, skill wise, so that fight fans can feel that she's on another level and can kind of justify not just
Her
business
not
move,
making the fight.
but
Yeah.
it's like, yo, she knocking out your opponents, like people you face like nothing. Not saying we still don't want to see it. I'm not condoning that, but it looks like we got the women in the ring right now. Shout out to Southpaw TV, absolutely. How could Shields get a knockout of the person's running around the ring? I mean, that's fair, right? I mean, she didn't really engage, right? Styles do make fights, but it's going to be hard to ignore that if Green's able to have a devastating performance against Daniels, even let's say Daniels does run, right? Let's say Daniels fights similar and Shadesha does get a performance knockout, right? So, Sports says, yeah, but Alycia has to remember she was in that position before too. Yeah, I agree. Everyone has to give someone that opportunity. And I think I actually just did like a short story while Shadesha and Lani's kind of feeling each other out and just kind of getting the range. Shadesha lands a good right hand on top of Daniel's head, and Daniels is looking like she's actually fighting, not trying to move and box like how she did with the Clarissa Shields fight, making it very tough for Clarissa to catch her. But Daniels feels like she can step to Shadesha Green and actually uses her jab. I mean, what do you see? Do you see confidence? Do you think that she thinks that she can probably withstand a little bit of the power of Green?
Yeah, she came out there. Green was throwing the jab off the bat, doubling up on it, and she was showing her power a little bit. But to your point, right? She danced a lot in that last fight. So I think also for her fans and to show like, yo, I can rock with them. She's gonna probably stand in there a little bit more this fight and see what's going on.
Yeah, you know, and
But it's still early, so we'll see what happens as these later rounds come on and if that power starts to affect her a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, and so just giving a little more description, it's only been a couple jabs right now. Lani Daniels is being a lot more aggressive than many people probably expected compared to how she fought Clarissa, and lands a good right hand on top of Shadesha Green. I don't know if that may have buzzed her a little bit. She kind of had a little weird movement. I don't know if that's just her being off balance, but Lani Daniels is actually coming to fight Shadesha Green. She wants to make this a little rugged. She's kind of trying to bully the bully. Everyone knows that Shadesha Green likes to believe that she has the power to knock out people, and people
Yeah, she
don't
is
want
a
to
she. She
engage.
likes to bully.
But in this case, Lani Daniels is definitely bringing the fight to her. And at this moment, I think that could have been easily maybe a Lani Daniels round, especially with that last punch. I think it wasn't a lot of crazy action, but she's definitely engaged in this round. So, but without the juice, Alycia has average power. Fundamentals of Caroline is more solid in my opinion. Going back to the what Sports was saying, she had to have a chance. I remember when she fought Terry Harper, she was, in my personal opinion, just set up as some sort of underdog. A girl
Mhm.
that just kind of was probably overlooked because she had a loss on her record, and at that point, she didn't have a big promoter and nothing. So she actually got signed to Matchroom because of that. So I think Caroline has a little bit more eyes on her, and I think she's looked at a little bit more cautiously. But right now, in the second round, Shadesha Green is putting a little bit more emphasis now in the fighting inside. She's throwing a lot more combinations. She's throwing punches, making it a little bit more tougher for Daniels, throwing body shots, roughing her up, throwing
Mm.
some shots on the hips, on the head.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
this moment,
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
They're going toe to they're going toe to toe right now. Yeah.
I think right now Daniels is trying to get back that little exchange that went on with Green. She's fighting on an inside, but Green's getting the better work. She landed a good right uppercut. She has her back on the ropes, and Daniels lands a good right uppercut and goes straight to the body. She's starting to use her legs a little bit. A lot of hands being thrown. Green is getting the better exchanges, but Daniels now putting a lot more pressure, and Green slow down a little bit. She's working off the ropes, trying to get back, but eats a good right hand. Daniels starting to work Green a little bit. Both women exchanging inside. Green lands a good uppercut, but the volume of Daniels is starting to catch up a little bit, making this a high output fight.
So I got them in the corner right now. I might be a little bit ahead of you on the broadcast.
What's up, bro? Me and my mom's watching you. Appreciate you, Hatcher. Green will get smoked by Shields. She's slow, grim. I mean, look, she looks. What would you say? She looks visibly slow compared to Clarissa Shields.
She looks slower than Clarissa for sure, for sure. Um, she does show that she's got power, right? But Clarissa has power too. And so if Clarissa's got speed, she's got power and better footwork, then Shadesha's not gonna be able to keep up with her.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting round. It almost felt like Green was slowing down a little bit at pockets after she threw her hands, and it seemed like Daniels was trying to take advantage of those moments where she was resting.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so I'm in round 3 right now.
Okay, call it. I might be a little behind. What do
And
you
right
see?
now, no, exactly what you were saying at the end of that last round. So Shadesha looking like she's actually slowing down a little bit. And Daniels is in there. She's staying with her toe to toe. She's got Green against the ropes right now. Overhand. Ooh. So again, like just like towards the end of that last round, she'll have Green against the ropes, and then they'll exchange. They're going body shots, body shots. Green misses with an overhand right. Daniels is looking good. She's looking good right now.
Yeah, it seems like she's taking advantage of the lack of output that Green's putting on, and it's already a completely different fight than Clarissa. Where in the fight when she fought Clarissa, she, what many people felt, made it very frustrating for Clarissa to kind of get close. But Shields has landed a good right hand that got Daniels off of her. But
Yeah.
the output's clearly, like you said, Daniels is just, oh, but Daniels is starting to take some big shots in these moments where she's letting her hands go. Like she's out working Green, but Green is picking good right hands where you see it kind of stuns Daniels a little bit and resets her and makes her take a step back and think about it a little bit.
But then she comes right back in after that, right? And it almost looks as though she's tired. Green's conditioning looks off.
Yeah, yeah. And I had a kind of a pre-prediction video that didn't go out, but I expected this was probably the fight that may steal the show. Between Alycia Baumgardner and Shadesha Green, this is going to be a barn burner kind of fight, and it's definitely producing value. I mean, Shields definitely is looking at this fight, and she's definitely probably going to be tweeting. So I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna speak on what you asked sports when we get a little bit more into the Lisa Baumgardner fight, because I know we're in this green, but I'll comment to that and we'll speak on that because I do have an opinion on that. But yeah, man, Green's definitely gonna have to make sure that she trained really hard for this fight, and hopefully these later rounds the conditioning comes in because Daniels is making this round very competitive and very close. I mean, at moments it seemed like Green could have gone away with it, but then Daniels comes in and just the activity. So who do you feel won that round?
I would get around to Daniels. I think she worked it more.
Mm-hmm.
She was able to take her power shots. And I think something's to be said about when a fighter comes in and they're known for having power, and then you get in there with them and they hit you and they hit you with some shots, and you realize, oh, I can take this. I mean, it's a punch, so it's going to hurt, right? But it's like, I can weather this storm and I can get through it. And then if you know that your conditioning and your training can outlast them, now I just got to get them into the deep waters.
Yeah. Yeah. And it definitely seems like it. She's probably watched a couple fights where she probably felt that Green faded a little bit. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this high output, early style is very common in women boxing because the fact that they only have 2 minutes. So typically when you watch women fights, 2 minutes, 10 rounds, they don't really have a lot to work with. So they
Yeah.
burn through that a lot faster than the men's. They don't really get an opportunity to, settle the pace and things like that. So for the most part, I think Daniels is taking full advantage of that. And she's made a lot of those early rounds very competitive.
Yeah. If I can keep it moving fast at this speed and you can't keep up with me, then even if we go to distance, she should win the fight on the cards.
Yeah. So as in right now, Green has her hands down low. She threw a double jab on my screen, and Daniel's just pacing herself, waiting for an opportunity to jump in and just kind of let her hands go. And as she does, she landed a good right hand, jumps in. I mean, she's making it rough. She even like bumped her shoulder on
Yeah.
top of Green in the clinch. Green is looking for opportunities to pot shot, maybe throw out kind of a quick combination. But Daniels is ready to just kind of let her hands go at all times. But she's taking some shots coming in, and Green's landing some good heavy hands, but so is Daniels. She's being very relentless, irky jerky, and throwing awkward overhands that's landing clean on Green. So Green needs to kind of make sure she kind of doesn't let these rounds slowly slip away because I know that she's the darling, the promotional favorite, but depends on what the
Right.
judges see.
And for me, what I'm seeing is like Green is only landing like 5 shots to her every 10. Like she's getting outworked right now.
Yeah.
Completely outworked.
And there's some good shots that Green's done, but Daniels landed some good right hands. Some of her shots look just as effective, if not maybe more effective at times than Green. The ref comes in and warns Daniels for, using her head coming in, but that's just her aggression. She goes and digs to the body, left hook to the body. I mean, Daniels is the complete opposite in the Shields fight. I don't know if it's because she sees weakness or she just respected Shields, but she is not afraid of what many people felt is the big power puncher.
She's showing no fear right now. No fear at all. And coming into the next round, she's walking right up, jab, overhand right. Now she looks like she's starting to box with her a little bit. And she's back. She's backing Green up. Daniels is backing Green up. And every round we're seeing that. She's backing her up. She's being the aggressor.
That speaks a lot when it comes to the judges, especially when you're considered the bully, right? When you see the person who seems like they're gonna be the one that's going to be throwing the hard shots, walking someone down, and like I said earlier, the perspective that many people thought on Daniels is like she moved around a lot. So it's now you're kind of having to kind of give her a little bit more credit if that's what you're going in, seeing that she's able to do this. So Green has to make sure that she has to not just get too comfortable boxing, because sometimes that aggression might favor Daniels in these very close rounds.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that, right? So Daniels, she danced with Clarissa. She tried to outbox her. And now we're seeing now with a fighter like Green, who's known for her power, known for knocking people out, she's walking right up to her.
Well,
She's challenging the
it's
power.
it's a lot. You know, I think Jaeger 53 kind of comes in strong opinion, and I guess I'll say it in a nicer way. I mean, he feels that Shadesha sucks. I mean, in comparison to Clarissa, I mean, Clarissa's a two-time gold medalist. I mean, if they would fight today, tomorrow, yesterday, in the future, in the past, I've always favored Clarissa Shields. I mean, her IQ, her speed, her experience. I mean, I don't think there's a single woman in any weight class that I feel that would be able to beat Clarissa Shields, you know, regardless of size difference or not. I think just overall, Clarissa, just her accolades speak for herself. I know that people criticize of the depth of her talent pool, but right now you kind of see the same opponent. She's making it a very tough fight, not to look good in, but still dominate. Because that was the case with
Yeah.
Clarissa. She didn't look great because there wasn't really an opportunity to, in that style, the way that she fought. But at the same time, I mean, Green don't look good, as in she's in a very tough competitive fight. So I just think there's a huge experience gap difference. Shadesha's been in some controversial fight decisions in her past before.
Mhm.
And this is the second opponent that Clarissa Shields fought that Clarissa clearly, without any
Dominating.
controversy,
Yeah.
won without, you know, any. I think Daniels has won some rounds, and Green is on her back foot, hands low, trying to pot shot, and like I said earlier, I mean, Daniels landed right hands at the end of that last round. You know,
Yeah.
she's arguably in the fans' eyes might be winning this fight. You know, so
I have her winning the fight. I think she's won every round except for the first. She's been the aggressor. She's landing more punches. She's dictating the fight. She's making Green start to try and box a little bit to try and start to get some points and get out of it and get more out of the rounds. But she doesn't have the stamina. You can just tell the conditioning is different.
yeah,
Ooh,
and
nice right hook.
I think we have to get to this point now where it's like, unfortunately, if Green does get the decision, regardless of how she gets it, unless it's like a crazy knockout punch where it shows at any moment she's dangerous, right? But
Right.
I think the thing that sucks about it is not, it's not just only following that Green stock might go down a little bit in comparison to Clarissa, but Clarissa's opportunity of getting an opponent that many people feel is like high threatening, high interest. I mean, this does hurt Clarissa in a way of finding a dance partner that can give the fight fans some sort of danger when they see her across the ring with this girl.
Well, who out there do you think could be that dance partner for
A male. I say that out of the fact that I think that her defeat will come
Get
against
Rolly on the phone.
her defeat would come against a male, a man would beat her, because at this point, I mean, she's a heavyweight champion. You know, she's
Yep.
fighting big girls.
Yep.
Some people feel she's big against the girls that she faces. They're undersized. And then when it comes to skill wise, I mean, you're talking about a two-time gold medalist, right? I mean,
Right.
unless you find a way to make Katie Taylor, you know, jumbo size, right, or Amanda Serrano, I still would favor Clarissa alone, because of the fact that I think she just has a style where she moves unbelievably fast. She's very defensively sound, and she throws combinations of hell, right? Like, she lets her
Right.
hands go. And I think the only, like I said, only two I can really think. I mean, Michaela Mayer is a girl that poses a lot of great accolades as well. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, Shadesha, you know, win, lose or draw, she's in a very competitive fight. I don't really see. Um,
If she gets if win or lose, if she wins or lose this fight, and say she still gets the fight with Clarissa, I don't see the fight going her way. That's just not gonna happen.
not at all.
And not at all. We're just it's gonna be an exercise in futility at that point, and just put another win on Clarissa's belt. Somebody cut the check, and we'll just get a cool little pay per view, and we get to talk boxing online like we're doing right now. So it'll
Yeah.
be a fun time for everybody, but we gonna know the outcome. You know.
Yeah,
In the spirit of WWE, it'll be very scripted at that point.
I think Timothy said it best, right? Clarissa has no match, right? I mean, it's just this unfortunate thing where you need someone
Good.
like this is why my personal opinion why the Pacquiao Floyd fight was able to get really big. It wasn't just the fact that they were incredible fighters with personalities that people were drawn to, but you got a person who Floyd beat first, right? And then you got a
Mm-hmm.
guy that came second after Floyd as like the measuring stick. And some fight fans, when I was one of them, was like, that doesn't tell the full side of the story, right? This person, Floyd, beat the guy first, right? But you can't argue that when Pacquiao fought certain guys afterwards, like Ricky Hatton, when Floyd knocked out, but Pacquiao had arguably maybe a more devastating, more violent knockout,
Knockout of
you know?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
When Pacquiao fought De La Hoya, right? And I know De La Hoya was, past his what many people thought was his prime. De La Hoya says too. It doesn't matter because you got this little guy moving up, and he stops De La Hoya, right? Pacquiao
right.
stopping the guys that Floyd was beating, even though they were at different parts of their careers, right? But
Right.
that still created a lot of, well, what if Pacquiao
Yeah.
fought him first? Maybe it still would have been
Even
the same, right?
and even while they were trying to, in the midst of making it happen, Floyd goes out and fights Maidana, right? The who Pacquiao had all those wars with. And
Well,
he clearly
Pacquiao didn't fight Maidana.
not
Uh,
Maidana, because he put him to
Marquez.
sleep.
You're talking about,
Marquez, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Marquez.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
Floyd goes out and fights him because that's who he's been known to fight, right? And
and Floyd
made it
dominated.
look easy.
Yeah.
Made it look easy.
But then people would say because Floyd missed weight, right? And so at that point, they say he's a little bit bigger. But at the same time, all that it doesn't. At the end of the day, they're high competitive matches. Pacquiao has some
right.
better performance. Floyd has some better performance. There's nothing about Green right now that's making me feel
That's
like
nothing.
she's not having anything. I mean,
Nothing.
she's getting caught with shots. Is Lanny Daniels winning? I mean, look, I'll be honest. I could see Lanny Daniels
I
winning
think
this
so.
fight. I mean, they're exchanging right now, Daniel. I mean, I think as in right now, I think you can make a great case that Lanny Daniels is putting on a great performance and might be able to steal
She's
this belt.
landed she's landed more punches, thrown less punches, and has a 28% accuracy to Green's 24%. Green's thrown 362 punches and only landed 88.
Yeah, and I think the perception, because right, like Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
you would think, right? I mean, the bully would be Green, but at the end of that last round, Daniel was just landing some vicious hooks.
She's being the bully.
She's
She
cracking
flipped it
some
on her.
serious shots. And she's just outworking her, and Green looks a little uncomfortable. I mean, I give Green a lot of credit 'cause she's fighting, but it seems like her gas tank runs on E faster, and it takes a little bit for her to be able to get back. I think she's losing personally, and Timothy
Yeah.
thinks Alycia is gonna lose tonight. I mean, possibly, you know. Yes, yes, go Lanny Daniels and watch from New Zealand. And listen, I remember when Clarissa fought Lanny Daniels. Yo, the she brought out a lot of people into the chat, right? So did Clarissa Shields. Like it was like a party in there. It was a lot of people, right? It was a lot. Actually, Lanny Daniels has actually a solid fan base. I'm serious, and it's showing right there, right?
Yeah.
But by all means, she looks completely different, Daniel. I mean, she's not boxing. She's trying to bully the bully. Like she's
Yeah.
fighting Green,
Absolutely.
and she's putting her shots together. I think Jaeger mentioned earlier too. Like she sucks, but she has no cardio, low output. I mean, how is she going to be able to have the judges think she's winning the fight when she throws one punch here?
Getting 1-2 combinations to the chin right now. This is crazy.
And Daniel looks alive. She's comfortable. She's moving up and down. Now she's boxing a little bit. She's being sneaky with her shots. She's being selective, but she's landing flush. She throws 1-2s. I mean, she's bouncing around. Green hasn't really landed anything recently to make me go like, "Yo, great shot." But Daniels has.
If Daniels had the power that everybody says Green has, this fight would be over with already.
I mean, I think she does. I think she's landing some serious shots, and I think Green is just taking them well. I think she probably feels that Green's power is not there, is dwindling. That's why she's comfortable just walking up to her. She doesn't respect her power, and she's landing some shots. You know, she takes a couple shots in between. Like, honestly, it's so true. She fighting like a little bit like Amanda Serrano, right? Like, she gotta just kind of coming forward
Yes.
and bullying her.
Just
She
forward and throwing the 1-2s. Yeah, it's yeah.
she looks like a bigger Amanda Serrano right now. I mean, I think Amanda's a little bit more relentless in that approach, but you
Mhm.
know, at the same time though, Green is just getting hit. Like, I think she's losing this fight. I think she's losing this fight. She has not thrown punches for a while. Her output looks bad. She's clinching a lot. Would you say?
Yeah, look, she's getting maybe 2 to 3 punches off right now to every 4 to 5 punch combinations that Daniels is throwing.
This is
It's not fair right now.
yeah. Daniels is pulling this
And
fight
she's
away.
in the corner smiling. She's in the corner smiling. Her corner is like, keep doing what you're doing. You got this.
Yeah.
She's in the corner smiling like, oh, I'm about to win this.
Yeah, and if this is looking like an upset in the making, man.
Yeah, and Green's in her corner looking defeated.
Yeah, you know, and we've seen Green at this point before. She's, you know, taken a loss before. She's kind of looked like this even in fights she's won. Some controversial kind of decisions. Sports says, unfortunately, Clarissa doesn't have any competition at all. If she was 30 pounds lighter, she would, to be honest. I know she's not the best women boxer of all time, 5. Yes, I think is if she had Ali and Wolf. I mean, look, personally, I would still favor Clarissa, but I agree with you. Like,
oh, they just stopped the fight. They just stopped it.
Sounds like Lani Daniels winning. Nope, it's not the fact that she's winning. it's
They just stopped it. She had her in the corner. She couldn't throw punches. Referee breaks it up.
Over with. Done.
Over with. Done.
Yep. Hey man, it's one of those type of nights, man. Maybe Alycia Baumgardner might be in some shit, you know? You know?
Oh, and she looks hurt in the corner too. She looks hurt.
It was the writing on the wall, man. Like she just wouldn't let her hands go. I think unfortunately at this point we have now lost. Yeah, Lani won.
Oh,
yep. I think unfortunately at this point, you know, I think I'm not taking anything away saying that she's not hurt because it looks like she's kind of struggling to walk.
She hurt her.
But she was getting her ass kicked, and what, we had a couple more rounds left. Yeah, it wasn't gonna go pretty, man.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, I think this is the 9th, so we had one more round.
Yeah.
Is this one scheduled for 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know she's sitting in the corner.
Yeah, she can't. Yeah, she couldn't get out the corner. She wasn't throwing nothing. He could have stopped this well before when he did. He's talking to her too, like, you got to show me something. You got to show me something.
She's bleeding out of her nose, like.
She can't do nothing.
Yep. She got stopped. Grim got cooked, and they wanted her versus the Guo. I mean, listen. I don't think no one beats Clarissa, but do I want to say I didn't want to see that fight either? Of course, because the build up, the trash talking, like, we need a little bit of that, right? We needed that, but unfortunately, it just showed again. There's a complete difference of levels of Clarissa against these other girls. Which now this is the unfortunate part, right? Because Craig said Green is trash, right? I mean, this is where we have to now decide. Is it that Green is trash, or is it the fact that Clarissa's levels above these women, that all of them are competitive in the nature? So, like, how do we do this, right? They're competitive and Clarissa's so much better than all of them, or is it the fact that the women competition is so much lower and Clarissa's, like, you know, good? Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, what do we do?
She's good. She's that good. It's how do you, when your skill sets and your level and your talent and your greatness is so much higher than everybody else's, right? It makes everybody else look like trash. And it's like, oh, she ain't fought nobody. It's like nobody else was just on her level. Yeah. And there's nothing she can do about that. She's supposed to lose to make them look like they're on her level.
Or go to war. Honestly, and I know a lot of people is going to say, like, you know, there is a gap of competition, which I honestly, listen, I think two things can be true. I think Clarissa Shields is levels above her competition, like levels. Yeah. But I also do feel like there's a little bit of gap of competition. but I also see the skills when Clarissa fights, right? Like you see, like she doesn't get tired, she doesn't gas out, she throws combinations. She's starting to sit down on her punches better. She's fighting big ass girls. I mean, I think at a certain point you have to just acknowledge Clarissa just skillfully is just
She had to go up to
she
heavyweight.
has skills. You know what I mean?
She had to go up to heavyweight. And then so if you're a natural heavyweight, your natural power and punching power is going to be there. So she went up to fight women bigger than her.
Yeah,
And dominate.
I gotta read some of these, man. Listen, Shadesha's just big for no reason. Green gets stopped. Wow, I knew Daniels will win. Eric, what up, man? What up, Ron? Maybe Daniels can rematch Shields, but I do. Nah, man. None of these women can rematch her. See,
No.
Shields tested for me. I mean, she would completely. I see what you're saying, but no. Sir says build up, don't make a good fight. I don't think it would have been a good fight with Green, but I think we just need those type of profile fights.
The build-up is the appetizer.
Yeah,
right.
It makes the event.
It's an event. It makes it an event. It was like she talked all that mess and then got paws put on her.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think Clarissa would have stopped Green, and I think that would have also, like, think about it. If Green was able to beat Daniels, right, even if it was controversial or close, and then Clarissa goes out there and then she stops Green, she bullies Green, she drops Green, she just, like, you know what I mean? Like now that alone is not there, right? So who's Clarissa supposed to fight? Like, the only one sounds sensible is Michaela Mayer, which we know that she's undersized. So, and
Michaela has stated that she what did she say? She'll go up to 160, I think.
Yeah.
And fight her. She'll meet her at 160.
And you're in the gym when you see her, and she's a good fighter.
Yeah, she's a great fighter. Yeah, and she's skilled, and she's got the frame and the height to be able to put on the weight to meet her there. Yeah. So, Clarissa just got to come down and meet her at 160, and we can have that fight.
But once again, I still think Clarissa just you know what I mean? She's just And I think Mayer will help the skill gap difference without a doubt. But then it's also gonna build in an excuse because of the size, right? But I think Clarissa by far is like the best female fighter. I know it sounds glazing at this point, but I think we're starting to see that, right? I mean, Lani Daniels had to run away and box and kind of escape, and then when it came to Green, she went straight at her because someone said, "Yo, it wasn't." Yeah, it was right here. Wasn't Green a basketball player? She was. There was a couple female boxers that are basketball players. I think Clarissa fought someone that was a huge basketball player that just recently also won a title. So Clarissa's just levels above, right? Marvelous says, right? Clarissa's just the best female boxer out there. I agree. Someone said, Layla, please come back. Shadesha got more rolls in a day. Old bakery. Damn, yo, man, chill, cray. Think about it. How is she the GOAT? Someone says. I mean, Clarissa, how can she be the GOAT? Like, seriously, no hate, but how has she? Who has she beat to consider the best ever? Like, I dare anyone to name 3 good fighters she beat or beat one Hall of Famer. I mean, I think here's the problem, right? I think Clarissa Shields has given a lot of credit to Layla Ali in the past, and also Ann Wolf, right? And that's the fight that we didn't get to see, right? I don't think Clarissa, when she talks about Layla Ali, she talks about her in comparison to herself, right? But I think she acknowledged, like, there's great women boxers throughout all different weight classes, right? And I think at a certain point, when you look at certain people like Layla Ali, she's fought undersized women like Christy Martin. She's fought these girls that, skillfully wasn't on her level, right? Like Joe Frazier's daughter, right? They had the Ali versus Frazier too, right? Or the women's, right? But we all knew, like, once you saw the fight, who was the more skilled fighter. But at the same time, Frazier's daughter was able to land some significant shots on her too. And I think when we really think about it, Clarissa's at a point where the women's sports evolved, like MMA, like WNBA, like all female sports. Like, you can see the evolution. Clarissa's part of that evolution. She took whatever Layla was able to do and was able to accelerate it, right? It's like we talk about Mike Tyson versus, I don't know, a fighter from the 1900s. Good old Irish fighter back in the day. Come here, right? I think Mike Tyson would knock the hell out of him, right? But that's an evolution of the boxing, right?
It's the same problem that MMA had, the UFC had when Ronda Rousey was on her run, right? She was just so much better than everybody else. but the sport hadn't seen anybody like her before. So the skill set wasn't there and things like that. We're starting to see now the evolution of women boxing, but Clarissa's just so much better than
Yeah.
everybody else.
And you saw
Period.
what happened when Ronda fought the Evolution. She got kicked in
Right.
the head. She got out brutalized by Amanda Nunes. I mean,
And
damn.
then Nunes went on to have a historic run in the UFC. She was the next person. So it wasn't like she lost with nobody.
But
It's just once the competition caught up and Ronda was a little older, it happened. So Clarissa, there's nobody's caught up to her yet.
yeah, and even then, like you saw the difference in striking, right? Like it was just a
Yeah,
night and day difference of how Amanda
yeah,
Nunes looks like she can box. And no
yeah.
disrespect to Ronda, but we knew that she was a judo specialist coming in learning other. She wasn't well rounded, what's considered a norm today. So I think just Clarissa Shields has moved into that upper echelon of skill set, and unfortunately, there's a good gap difference between them because someone said I want to see Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels too. I think it would be the same situation. It'd be hard because of the weight gap. I know that was a very competitive fight, but Hannah Gabriels is smaller. I mean, Clarissa Shields still was able to dominate after she got dropped. And what weight class will we meet at? Eric Bell said Roy Jones was above his competition until he made Antonio Tarver, and I feel Shields needs a similar dance partner to bring more out of her. To add more depth to it, the Tarver thing, they were amateur rivals. Like, this wasn't some like random person. This was a person that knew him very well. They were in the same scene. They're both Florida fighters. Like, that was something that was more than just a rivalry built in professionally. It was a rivalry built in boxing their whole entire career. So that was just, the perfect opponent. And it seemed like we do need someone like that, like you said. But is there anyone out there that was around the amateurs with Clarissa Shields, fighting the same people? Tarver fought the same. I mean, it's literally night and day difference when it just comes to Clarissa Shields. Someone says Green is completely out of shape. Green is done. Clarissa.
Looked out of She looked out of shape. She looked gassed after round one. Like, what is going on? The conditioning was not there. It's almost like, what were you doing in camp? What was your training sessions like? What were you eating? Did you just come in here thinking, oh, I'm just going to knock her out. I'm going to use my power, and was completely unprepared? That's literally what she looked like tonight.
Yeah, man.
Period.
Someone said Clarissa's on X talking trash. Let me see. Let me yo.
We gotta pull them up. Gotta pull them up.
All right. So she has a tangent going on. So I'm gonna read through a little bit. 2 crying emojis. That's the first one. Second, LOL. Lani Daniels really that girl. Heavy-handed so, right? She was punching. Then she go, oh, Lani not playing with Sweet's ass tonight. Oh, coach said, you want to go home? No belt? LOL. Damn, Shadesha better tighten up. Man, Shadesha look tired, man. Big round for Lani. Whoa. Eye emoji. And this is who y'all said we're going to beat me. Fuck out of here. Lani just TK Shadesha green. Laughing emojis. What you heard emojis. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She on it. She on it.
Yeah, she's not ready for Clarissa, and comparing her to Ann Wolf is a joke. Let's stop the bullshit, Clarissa. I mean, I think Clarissa pays home. She pays a lot of respect. I think she says that Ann Wolf is the greatest woman fighter, out of the respect of like outside of herself, because every fighter is gonna feel that way, right? So she's saying outside of herself, she feels like Ann Wolf is it. So I think she has the same sense, like the same appreciations that you do, Key. Or oh my bad, I didn't see the emoji. I think she has the same sentiments that you do, but she's gonna feel that way about herself because at the end, every fighter should, right? So I think that comparing to Ann Wolf is not a joke. I think at the end of the day, Ann Wolf has been beaten before. There has been a style, and when you look at that, people compare that opponent to what Ali did. And, they do triangle theory. So, I don't know. I think there's an evolution. I think people need to, I guess, give Clarissa her flowers, man. Like, if it was so easy, we would say then, why hasn't there been a woman fighter to separate herself from all this time? Because it seems like everyone
Right.
else has been able to be in the competitive field for so long. Why is it that Clarissa comes along and now it's just she gets no credit as a 2-time gold medalist? I mean, I don't know if you know this, Ken, but she was in the Olympics as a teenager. She wasn't even 18 when she won her first gold
Yeah.
medal.
Yeah. Her first one, I want to say she was 16 or 17 when she won it. And then if you guys ever get to see the biopic that was made of her, it's a really good movie. And then yeah, she went through that period and she went back to the Olympics because she needed to show in boxing what she can do. And she went and got the second gold medal. And then that's when everything started to happen for her.
Oh, my bad. Key, I think Key was mentioning, say, wait, so you think Shadesha should be compared to Ann Wolf? That's what I was referring to. Oh,
Oh.
my apologies. No, not at all. Okay, my huge apology. I misinterpreted that whole entire. It went on a random tangent. No, I am 100% agreement. Shadesha Green is the furthest thing from Ann Wolf. Okay, like I don't want to be mean tonight because she got stopped, but it's more like Ann Sheep is what Shadesha Green would be compared as if there was a nickname. In comparison, Ann Wolf, like Ann Wolf would crush her. So, a few more. Era Hawani said the woman that Alycia is fighting tonight is the biggest puncher. Is that true? They're selling it. He's like the biggest puncher. What, in the sport? No, I mean, I think. Listen, this is yeah. I'm glad we did clarify that. He was like, yo, the thing, Hatcher, is that I don't believe that she's the biggest puncher above Shin, right? But I do feel like stylistically she can present some sort of danger for Alycia Baumgardner, right? Alycia has known to fade in fights, right? I know that her conditioning is getting better. She's been working at 3-minute rounds. I mean, this is her second 3-minute round fight, so she's gonna have a little bit more experience. But she always had cardio issues, in my personal opinion. What happens in Alycia Baumgardner fights is she looks phenomenal in the beginning. She has great movement, great footwork, great punching. I mean, she looks arguably, when she comes out, like the little Terrence Crawford-esque. She has a little bit of that bounce, the rhythm. She does good feints. Like, she looks absolutely phenomenal, right? Great jab, little head movement. She relies on athleticism a little bit too much, but she looks great. But when time goes on, she gets dragged into wars. And with someone with a good engine that comes forward and can take her punches, right? She hasn't had a knockout since the Terry Harper fight. And many people feel like it was after that whole entire, failing the drug test, right? So they're saying that. But neither here or there. If she can take her punches and make this a fight where Alycia is starting to drown in the later rounds, those punches can be looking like some of the biggest punching power in women boxing. I don't think that's true, but I think stylistically this could present trouble. But who knows? We'll see. Someone said Layla's scared to come back because of Clarissa. Yeah, Layla's not fighting Clarissa.
Layla's not fighting Clarissa.
No.
We can put that to bed. That's not gonna ever happen.
Clarissa's fought the best, but she's just better than him. It's not her fault. I agree, Jason. Clarissa's the Nicki Minaj of her era. As much as people say no other women were rapping at the time, that's a lie, right?
That is a great comparison.
That's awesome.
Great analogy on that one. Yes.
Hey, Key, thanks for the $10 super chat. Thank you for clarifying. Laughing emojis. Yeah, listen. No. Thank you for clarifying. Right, you 100%. I think I might have seen you in a couple chats. So I appreciate you always coming, showing some support, Key. And obviously any super chats that comes into traveling fees or whatever. So I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
A good amount of ways to. Putting some gas here and there, because that's definitely not funded by any sponsors or nothing. But while I'm reading the chat, go ahead. Yeah,
Alicia's coming to the stage, and she's got little Kim bringing her out.
Yeah, tell them what song.
They got a little. Let's see. I got the volume down. Let me bring it up a little bit. It's not even a little. Oh, it's the to the rims. That one right there. Yeah. I forget the name of it. Yeah.
Bump.
Bump.
It's
Yep.
like the jump off, right?
Yeah, it kind of like at first I was thinking it was because it got that same similar beat to another song too.
Yeah, AB. We're gonna let her take it from here.
She got Little Kim out here.
Hey, look, that's
But
that. Look,
hey, look, they in New York.
look, that's how you have to do it. Look, you. I was gonna say something mean
To the
about.
rims.
I'm gonna let Queen breathe a little bit.
Worldwide. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Kim breathe. I was gonna
West
say,
Coast worldwide.
but if Clarissa wasn't around, Layla would come back because it would be easy pickings. I mean, it'd still be tough, man. Someone say that's already Little Kim. Really? Look. I think it's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, right? As a female
Hey,
boxer, you
I agree
coming
with it
out
too.
in New York, you got Little Kim. That's a classic, right? What
Yeah.
Little Kim is? What Little Kim is a classic. I can't listen. I think Deontay Wilder came out with Little Kim once out in New York. So you coming into New York royalty now. So
Right. You coming out in New York, you headlining. You could argue Little Kim is like the godmother, you know how they say the godfather, is the godmother of New York rap or whatever, right? Maybe it's Roxanne. That's an argument for another day. But we know what Little Kim means to New York rap and to women's rap at the time. So it's great that she's coming out with that, especially what we're seeing with
I
female
think it's
boxing right
cool.
now.
I think it's cool. I think it's
Super
cool.
cool.
I think it was a little sign on her Instagram where she was coming out. She had the magic stick playing in the background when she was walking in on her Instagram. So I think that was the clue. And coming out with Little Kim, like at the end of the day, I think that just shows the status, right? You're moving up, you're coming out, you're bringing out some stars. This is all support, you know. It's great support, and now she has to perform, right? And I'm just gonna speed it on a couple in the comments real quick, just to make sure that it's all caught up right before the fight, because they're both in the ring. As she should talk your stuff, Clarissa. Shin gave Dubois a tough fight. She's gonna be a problem for Baumgardner. Just got here. We can stream the Christian fight. I know she's not a real fighter, but I want to watch it. I think she took some training seriously. You know, it's crazy. She had a media day at Baltimore at Calvin Ford. If people don't know, that's Tank's trainer. So, I wish I could bet Shin is going to win. I wonder who will win. All that's left now is see Alycia get exposed. Yes, I love boxing. This channel's dope. Appreciate you, Key, as always. Baumgardner is a beast. This should end in a KO. Lani looked impressive tonight. Wow, I agree, Detroit. She looked great. Now she bet not do all this and lose. We get it, boys. Junto and Inoue soon. Yep. That's actually, I heard it's sold out now. This Little Kim, though, nah. You're not feeling that Little Kim song? Argue Kim face, but not her bars. I agree. But, you know, whatever's going on in her head, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to get in that space, you know? Wish her nothing but, you know what I mean? Like,
nothing but the best.
You know what I mean? I don't want to get, you know what I mean? You know, not today, man. You know, women empowerment, right? Let's see if Baumgardner can keep the momentum, right? So, this is my biggest thing going into this fight, right? I had a couple keys of victories. I don't know if you had some breakdowns before all this stuff goes on, but I definitely feel that stylistically that this could be a fight where Alycia can just outbox her and move around and look kind of good. But it could be a little boring, like the Netflix fight that she had, right? It wasn't really a lot going on. She was pacing herself. I don't know if that was something that was new, and she was like, let me feel out what the 12 3-minute rounds feel like. But, you know, she had a very tough fight before. She fought a fight where I thought that she did lose, but it was very close and controversial. And so, yeah, I think that this fight can be something that could be tough if Alycia does not manage her gas tank. But skillfully, I think she's a lot more skilled. You know, I think she has a way sharper jab. I think she's going to be a little bit more crisp. And I think she should be able to execute if she doesn't get tired. Now, if she gets a stoppage, it's going to be a big deal. So, what are you looking at? Why you keep looking that way? I got Ken over here. I think
Y'all should see me in the little box.
So, I know this is definitely going to be like a big Korean heritage Asian thing for Alycia. That's where her outfits kind of design.
I
Kind
was
of,
gonna ask about that.
it's like
Yeah,
it's
I noticed that she came out in that, and I think that's pretty dope.
it's like a kind of like a boxing Korean Humboldt kind of fit, which, but a lot of people smelling a lot of upset in this, man. You know, like it's one of those type of fight. It's where's Derek?
I got Alycia winning this fight.
I mean, she should be the favorite. Like, oh, there's Derek. She should be the favorite. Like, this is supposed to be a showcase fight, right? By all means, right? I guess how
Yeah,
Shadesha Green was supposed to be a showcase fight, right? Like,
right.
hey, but at the same time, it was a measuring stick and she failed. So, might be another upset. I think she can do it. May the best fighter win, though. Little Kim is the girl. Go Baumgardner. I hope Green will be okay. Yeah, I mean, what was wrong with Green tonight? Look like, nah. I don't want to say serious injury in those later rounds. I think she was getting cooked, man. I don't want to
She's
say
getting
that she was
cut.
staging that injury, but she was getting cooked.
She was getting paws put on her. That's what happened.
Yeah, she looks funny when you're not looking at the camera. That's my girl in there. She in this. She in here. So right now, man, what do you see on the screen, man? What do you got going on?
So right now we got 2 minutes left in round one. They just been filling each other out. Not too much action going on. Both pretty much using their jab to measure, keep distance. Ooh, it's almost like a mirror right now. They're using the jab, and you'll see an overhand right, overhand right. Ooh, Alycia is a little bit more active. Again, they're dancing.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
dan-
Alycia right now is using her jab as kind of
yeah,
measuring the range a little bit,
just measuring.
and Shin right now just typically is known to be an aggressive fighter, but she's being patient. You know, she's pacing herself too. I believe this is her first time ever going 12 3-minute rounds. So this is also going to be something where it's not trying to bring Alycia into deep waters, but she has to see how she does.
Right.
So she's going to be a little bit more awkward. She's going to take some chances to try to get in and kind of break some of the rhythm that Alycia tries to establish. You know, Alycia is a very good, solid rhythm fighter who kind of works with a good flow, uses her athleticism. But, you know, Bo times her pretty well with a couple right hands. She's a little awkward. I think Alycia is still trying to get her timing
Oh,
together.
yeah. I will say this: Alycia is tagging her a little bit more with the jab when she's coming in. She's able to get that in there, and then get off a combination.
Yeah,
I got 40 seconds left on mine.
I think the big thing right now is that Alycia, just like her fight on Netflix, she is definitely trying to pace herself. You know, she's notoriously slowed down in multiple fights, and it's very scary for fighters right here when they say they get into that situation, like kind of like Green today, right?
Hmm.
You're just drowning in that fight, and so I think Alycia has been there a couple times, and she's worked on her stamina. I mean, the worst thing you want to do is, hey, I got bad stamina, up the minutes and up the rounds, right? So,
Right.
but she definitely closed the round pretty solid. She landed a little bit more significant shots. I don't think that she per se completely washed her, but it's the first minute round. You get a little bit of sense of kind of what the men's fighting is, right? Slow pacing first couple rounds, establish your rhythm, your range, take calculated, you know, shots, you know, but you don't give too much opening.
Do you want to see more women's fight with the men rules? Make it the 12 rounds, 3 minutes each.
Um, I just want to see technical boxing at the end of the day. If it's 2 minutes, if it's three, I mean, I think I just want to see women boxing evolve, which it has, right? I think, you know, there's a stigma about women boxing, but sometimes if you watch women fighting, you can see some technical stuff, especially like in MMA, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of technical things that they do kind of better than the men. So really, I don't really care about the minutes and rounds. You know, I just want to see skill, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I definitely say Alycia won that first round. Would you say?
I would say she won the first round too.
Yeah.
She controlled a little bit more. She got more hits in.
Green got
They're both
fried.
they're both pacing. They're both just pacing.
Yeah. I think at the pace right now with Bo
Ooh.
kind of not being super aggressive, showing a lot of respect works in favor of Alycia, right? I think I think personally, she needs to kind of rough it up a little bit, make her uncomfortable, make her use her gas tank up a little bit more. But at the range that Bo's fighting, it's a very solid, comfortable style for Alycia to kind of pick her shots.
And you can see it because she's letting her hands go a lot more in the second round, getting off those combinations. And Bo was taking headshots. She's taking a lot of headshots right now.
Yeah.
She's kind of leading with her head a little bit too. At least she'll throw that jab and it's taxing her right on top of her head.
Yeah. I think personally, I think stylistically this works well for Alycia. You know, she takes the aggressive style very well as long as she doesn't fade. And if that's the case, she just puts on a clinic. So, you know, it really just comes down to what type of style Bo brings in the second half and what type of energy Alycia has. Other than that, you know, Alicia's going to control it like she has. She has a good range finder. She throws a good right hand. You know, she's let a couple good combinations a little bit more, and she's taking a little bit more risk. I think she, at this point, she doesn't need to just separate herself with a decisive win and a comfortable win, but maybe have a moment of a knockdown or even a stoppage. So,
and like you said earlier, this is that measuring stick. It's what is she going to look like compared to when Carolina fought her?
yeah. And like Her Majesty said, 10 3-minute rounds, you know, actually 12 3-minute rounds.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's 12.
And yeah, but I agree. You're going to have to pace it, you know. Some say, okay, bomb coming out with the little Kimdo. So far, we are being real. The event and the walkout so far has been lackluster. Yeah, I mean, it's a Hulu theater fight, right? I mean, my expectation is like, look, this is her second headline event, I think. She had, I think, one in maybe Michigan. But regardless, you know, this is her stepping out of the shadows of being an undercard fighter, and it takes steps to go to the next level. And headlining your own card in the little room in MSG is going to always feel underwhelming. But at the same time, it is a status builder, and it lets the people know, like, this is where you belong. It would be different if she had power, but 3 KO 17-5 competition. Come on. Yeah. Baum's looking real sharp. Baum looks comfortable, complete in her element. Would you agree with that?
I would 100% agree with that. She's looking very sharp. The jab is killing her. Bo Shin has no answer for that jab. She's throwing it out there, and then she is getting hit head, nose, and then Baumgardner will come with that overhand right, and it's taxing her right now. So she's looking really good. She's looking really good.
Yeah. That walkout was 5 seconds. They could have skipped the ring for all that. I don't know. She like Kim came by and then disappeared, and then she came back, and then she disappeared, and she came back, right? So, but yeah, Alycia just comfortably won that round. I mean, I think just on paper it was just a complete mismatch, and I did do, like I said, a breakdown that didn't really go out, but this was also my other concern, right? Alycia has to now not just win, right? And you always got to win, right? That's the objective, right? But
Right.
with this
That's the objective. Always got to win.
but with this type of style and this type of, I don't know, opportunity on that's being presented, she needs to have like some serious viral moments. You know, she got plenty of time, right? I'm not saying rush into stupid shit, but to take this to another level, we're starting to see why this fight was made. It's designed for two things. One, a measuring stick on how she looks against a fighter that Caroline did, but also how much better and what type of entertainment factor we get into it, right? Because people want to come, they want to see an entertaining fight, and you know, she mentioned she's the bomb. I'm getting a little bit Keith Thurman vibes, a little bit, right? Because Keith Thurman haven't had one time, you know, for a minute. You know, the bomb need to be. You know, I know she dropped the girl last fight, right? And it's not even
Right.
right. But this
Right.
this is what's going to get her an Amanda Serrano fight. This is what's going to get her the Katie Taylor fight, right? If that's what.
But
she
she's
wants.
not an exciting fighter. She's a technical fighter. She's got hand speed. She's got skills. She can keep you off of her. She knows how to box. And you know, even with the men, nobody really likes to watch those kind of fighters.
Yeah, and so I think I think the opportunity is there in this fight.
We got a slip and a takedown.
Yeah, so I do think the opportunity of having some highlights can happen in this because, Alycia has very well placed shots that she's lining up, and I think catching Bo coming in, it's just a matter of time, right, to getting something. Eric, what up, man? My bad, Sylv. I just saw your comment. I heard Green got KO. What happened? She got cooked. The bully got bullied. She got outworked. Her stamina couldn't keep up. Her nose was bleeding. They had to stop it. I mean, it was just too much. Like, Daniels was just cooking her, man. Like, she looked like Amanda Serrano. I'll be honest.
Ooh.
Like, what you oohing about? Break it down.
This jab is killer right now. She keeps saying, "Oh, now Bo got her in a headlock." Bo's starting to clinch. She's starting to try and like get closer so that she can't use the jab and make it less effective. And then she's starting to walk into straight hand rights.
Yeah.
And then when she gets her, she's clinching.
Yeah. I think Alycia needs to be very careful, though, with the right hand that Bo sneaks in between those little clinches. Because Bo, when she does land, it does have a little bit of effect. And my biggest concern is, Alycia does fade in fights. So that discomfort is going to be a problem. Bo needs to make it messy. This is probably the most effective round for Bo so far, because you're seeing her get success. You can tell she's a take one, give one kind of fighter.
Absolutely.
She definitely has awkward punching placements that can catch a person who usually fights in a fundamentally style of boxing where when she slips, she's expecting punches to be in certain areas, but they're not. They're coming from the moon. They're coming from the ground. They're coming, so Bo's doing exactly what she needs to do to make this a very tough fight for Alycia later on. So
I will say this: Bo can fight, and she's got heart, and she's tough, and you can see that because she's still walking up to her and still trying to sneak in, like you said, hit her with those right hands. Even with her head down, she's swinging the hooks, and a couple of them have caught Alycia. They have caught her, so she's not gonna be an easy outing.
I mean, look, either I'm colorblind or Bomey's hair looks green on my monitor. No, it's definitely blonde. Well, look, I definitely say this is now a style in a moment where I always tell everybody she fades. Alycia fades. In the Terry Harper fight, she was able to catch Terry and knock her out. The Michaela Mayer fight, she was great early on, and then she faded, and it was really competitive, and really had to dig deep in the later rounds, which I thought Alycia did win the fight. But there's been controversial decisions that I thought that she did not win, one of her Netflix fights. And Bo is a nightmare in this type of style of Alycia does not get that spacing and distance that she feels comfortable in. So
Yeah.
Let's be honest. How many good women fighters are there from 168 up outside of Clarissa? I mean, I guess it's like how many elite women fighters is 168 and above? Clarissa's the elite fighter. There's probably a couple good fighters, but Clarissa's the elite one, right? But this was a little money fight.
Be careful about what I say.
Hey, look, listen. At the end of the day, I speak it, right? I speak how I feel. Right? I say it in a respectful way.
Right.
But this was a little more. This was a little money fight for Alycia. This is a mixed match. I don't think Bo would do anything. I mean, look, yeah, she would have finished Green. Yeah, someone said this could be an upset. Green's gotten taken out of stretch. Hopefully, she's okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but
she got paws put on her.
Yeah,
she wasn't ready for what came. Daniels beat her up bad. It was. Yeah.
But
bully got bullied.
But I do feel like Alycia has once again a great opportunity to have a great highlight, because Bo's style is come forward and go Alicia's cooking. Alicia's landing some good shots. She's landing some bombs. Bo got tripped up on my end.
Ooh.
I'm starting to see some people.
They're doing it. Yep. And now they're doing an exchange right now. I'm at a minute 15.
I think Bo was going to try to catch her. She would come over in a top feint, then go to the body. Alycia hates the body shots. I mean, considering a person that gets tired, you know, it's definitely a good strategy to go to the body. But overall, I think Bo just needs to make it ugly. Don't let Alycia rest. She fights in spurts. You notice that activity is something that doesn't happen with Alycia. She throws well-placed shots. She throws them
Ooh.
in
Ooh.
pockets. She lets
She's
her
throwing
hands go.
good uppercut. Ooh. Bo's going to the body a little bit, and she's trying to throw. They've abandoned the jabs. They are going toe to toe right now.
You know,
Alicia's got an overhand. Now Bo's there. Ooh.
what platform is this trash fighter? It's on
This is
ESPN.
crazy. It's on ESPN. So if you guys got ESPN, it's on ESPN, the ESPN app.
Alicia's fighting three round fights now, right? I noticed that she fades also. Serrano's another one who fades. But I think Amanda's pace, amount of punches she throws is like insane. Alycia fades by being like a
That was a great round.
like a pick 'em, she picks her shots in a certain fashion. Like she's kind of like a better Green in a way where she's like she throws her shots, but she tires out a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Her rough style is starting to give Alycia problems. Yep. Alicia's battery runs out after the 5th round. I mean, you're starting to see ESPN Unlimited, to be specific.
Yes, ESPN Unlimited.
I didn't even know what the hell that was.
So look, depending on your cable provider, you might automatically already have it as long as you sign into ESPN with your cable provider. If not, you got to pay extra to get it.
You know, the terrible thing is what Alicia's skill set, right? Knowing how to use her jab as a range fighter, use her legs. She just gets caught into this weird fight. And my question is like, what is the stamina issue with Alycia? Because she doesn't throw the volume. Like I understand if she was throwing crazy amount of punching.
And I've seen her workouts. Like I've been in the gym with her when she's done her workouts. She goes hard and definitely puts in the cardio and the work. So maybe it's combined with getting hit.
I just don't even know what it is, because the thing is like if she was a high volume puncher, it's like, oh, she burnt herself out, she threw too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're throwing punches at a what I would consider at a nominal rate for a person who tries to pick their shots, right? But
yeah,
are you overexerting?
Good right hook.
Like
left hook, Alycia. Oh, now they're exchanging hooks.
He said, okay, yeah, I'm not watching. I just listened to them. Yeah, there's no woman boxer as good as Clarissa Shields. The hate trend, yeah, is. I mean, look, I got a lot of respect for Katie Taylor, Ann Wolf, Amanda Serrano, Michaela Mayer. There's a lot of good fighters out there, but
a lot of them.
But I think Clarissa separates herself from them. Alycia won't be the same in the second
Michaela
half.
Mayer, not Alycia, but Michaela Mayer and Clarissa Shields fight. I think that would be a really good one because, like you said, she's the only one that maybe has the skill set to be able to fight her.
Yeah, I mean, I even then though, it's hard to compete with Clarissa.
Yeah,
man. She doesn't get tired. She throws combinations. She has great defense. You know, she's a complete fighter. I can't even knock it. You know, but you know, Alicia's wanting to exchange with Bo. You know, Bo's taking a lot of shots pretty well, but at the same time, Alycia is putting herself at the line of fire and takes body shots, takes headshots. I think someone said ESPN commentators so biased. It's crazy that they want Alycia to win so bad. I mean, they want her to win because
that's the moneymaker.
They did the deal with MVP. She's headlining. I mean, it's listen, no secret right here. When there's a commentary team involved on a promotional fight, you know, they're kind of, it's their job to kind of, you know,
sell it.
Yeah, so
they got to sell it too.
So at this point, Alicia's fighting extremely sloppy. Gabby Fandor is a great female fighter out there, right? Like I agree. Like, you know, there's a lot of great women fighters out there. And I think Alycia, who many people said why she's not on the pound for pound list. She's undisputed and stuff because of these fundamental things that I'm seeing right now. I think she dragged her into her fight. This is a Bo fight. This is a fight where you do not want to be with Bo. This is, Bo is not a range finder, uses her jab, technical pop. She's a brawler.
She's a brawler. And notice Alycia has stopped using the jab. She stopped keeping distance and pacing and boxing, and that's where she was winning the fight. And now she's going in there and she's trying to exchange punches with her, and it's starting to not look her way.
Yeah, and this is what I said in the beginning. Like she's gonna look good in the beginning. She's gonna have flashes of just great movement, right? Good jabs, but at a certain point, it's at an awkward stage where you're like, yo, what's going on? Like, does she need to hire a strength and conditioning coach? Like, why does she find herself in these type of scenarios over and over?
If she uses the jab and keeps setting up the combinations, she'll walk through this fight. But it's like she abandons in it midway through the round, and then Bo gets in there and they start exchanging, and she starts taking punishment.
And at the same time, this makes rounds close. Like, if you want to be a fair judge, right?
Yeah,
it really,
absolutely.
It really does, because depending on the angle that you're at, all you're seeing is just a big old brawl. You might miss a little sneaky uppercut from Alycia, but what I see is Bo roughing her up, pushing her around, and that's good on the judges too, because they have a certain expectation for Alycia. I think the thing is, favoritism goes to a certain point until they see that person not fighting in a particular manner that favors them, and it's like different, right? The bully's getting bullied. The boxer's now forced to brawl and isn't really performing in that type of slick style, separating herself. Like, what happened to her?
And Bo's starting to look like she's starting to get confidence again now in the fight. And you don't want your opponent to get that confidence back if you've taken it from him. And Bo's starting to look slick and move around and like, okay, I'm not scared of you no more.
Yeah.
And she's getting in there. She's exchanging with her.
Yeah, some fighters need to have better cardio regimen. Like, the lifestyle side of boxing. I'm sure what Alicia's problem is. I do know that they have a lot of muscle, often negatively affects stamina a lot. Yeah, I mean, but dude, she gets tired. Like,
you can see it right now, and she wants to fight men rounds. She wants to go 3 minutes.
Like she gets tired like quick, right? Just like. Now, the big controversy, like what happened to her after a failed drug test, right? Like her performance has dropped, a lot, her knockouts, her it's been a lot of controversy around the idea that her failed drug test has led to potentially her performance being different. So, she's already tired. I like what I'm hearing. Alycia needs to be humbled, is what someone said. Too bad they just don't have any fighters that they're above average to give her some competition. People just don't understand about Clarissa. She can fight, but had zero competition. 17 fights. Calls herself a 19-time champion with 17 fights. Yeah, but she's overrated. Look at her arms. Looks like a bodybuilder. At least his stamina runs out like a smoker. Alycia needs to get with snack to help the fatigue. Someone says, interesting. The other channels have the Alycia up. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of telling them.
I mean, we're in the 6th round right now. I can see Alycia up by maybe 1 or 2 rounds, or I can see it being a draw right now after 6. Because Bo has come on these last 2.5 rounds. If I gave Alycia the 4th, I'm definitely giving Bo 5 and 6.
Yeah. I mean, look, I do feel.
Bo is taxing her right now. Uppercut, right hook. Alycia does not look good right now.
Ron, you got trolls in your head, or people that don't know about if they're equating boxing to solely a punching power gun, the hate on Clarissa. I mean, look, I understand why people have their dislike for Clarissa, right? But at the end of the day, I do feel like there is a little level of respect. It's just more of critiquing, like, if she only knocked people out, I would really like her more, right? Like, it was be a more entertainment effect. Like, so there's a little side of that too, right? But you can all hear or not as a person, but you have to put respect in her name as a boxer. Yep, exactly. And my man, I told y'all, they say, look, there's an upset in the making. Look, I think there was so much emphasis on how Caroline Dubois looked against someone Alycia fought that it almost, people forgot that Alicia's doing the same thing that Caroline did, fighting someone that she fought. And at this moment, she's brawling with a person that is in her favor. Like, why would you put yourself in a position that favors? Like, this is a shark. Sharks do well in water. I'm gonna go into the deep end with the shark. You know, like, bring the shark on land.
Like, why would you do that?
Bring the alligator on land, right? And the alligator is super slow, and right. But you get in the water with the alligator.
In the water, and yeah, that does not favor you. She has abandoned her whole game plan that she had in the first 3 rounds, where she was boxing, she was taxing her, she was moving around. Now she's standing toe to toe with her, and to your point, Alycia looks gassed.
Yeah. And at this point, man, MVP is gonna be cooked, man. Like,
she looks gassed.
Yeah, and Bo's building a lot of confidence, man. I think at this point, you know, I know a lot of people, they admire fighters that they like because of personalities or looks or whatever the case is, but dude, it's been the same criticism I've always had. Like, Bo is just tagging her up to the body, throwing right hands, like. It's almost to a point where Alycia is about to make Derek James, her trainer, look like one of the worst trainers on the high level, like, period. You're talking about, no disrespect on the Earl fight, because Earl fought Crawford, right?
Right.
But, you know, you got the Charlo, which, you know, no respect. I guess it's like Derek James has always been criticized for not being able to figure out how to get this fighter past the hump, right? And she went to Derek James.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and their conditioning just isn't up to par. And you know what kind of fight that they're gonna be in. And you should be having them prepared to be able to go the distance.
This criticism has been more than 4 fights that she's been in, where I'm like, yo, why is her stamina? Why did she get into this type of, you know what I mean? She landed a good hook right there, but Bo's going to be able to compete in 12 3-minute rounds if she doesn't get caught with something crazy, because she's in it. This is Bo's fight now. This is officially Bo's fight.
We got, because I'm giving her the 7-2. So if you had it tied, now the tide is turned. She's now leading. Bo is dictating. Oh, Alycia trying to say, no, you're not hurting me. She's shaking her head at her, but she is taking punches. Alycia stopped throwing more punches. She looks tired. You're right. We might have two back-to-back upsets. And then what is MVP going to do? Because Shadesha was supposed to fight Clarissa. And then now we're supposed to get Baumgardner and Dubois. How are we going to make that happen now?
Hey, you remember Puppy Chow, right? That's what Alycia called Caroline, right? Puppy Chow, you know, the big dog. So, hey, Ron, you don't see MVP running to make that Dubois fight, huh? Oh, not at all. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter what nobody says. This is a measuring stick. You don't fight somebody, which this is what she was saying. Caroline Dubois is fighting someone that I've already beaten, right? So she's like, I've already done that. But in Caroline Dubois' eyes, that's the most accomplished. She's going up on her resume. In Alicia's case, Alycia is going backwards because she's fighting essentially someone who Caroline beat, and this isn't a world champion, a well-established, like, she's not. So it's clearly a measuring stick. I don't know if they felt like this was something they can showcase because of the style, Alicia's slick defensive boxes. But this is also a nightmare. A girl that's coming forward. You know, Alycia gasses. So what happens if the girl keeps coming forward and she gasses? You're setting up a failure, right?
Right.
This is definitely was never in their plans to try to make the Caroline fight next, because they don't even know if they have a fighter that's well equipped to fight someone like that right now. So,
And Carolina Dubois punches hard.
oh yeah, yeah,
She punches hard. And seeing what I'm seeing right now, I'm under the belief that Carolina Dubois would probably knock Alycia out.
yeah. I mean, at this case, it's the stamina. This
Yeah.
it's the stamina. Like,
Yeah. It would literally be because we get in around 6, 7, or 8, and Carolina catches her with a good one, and then it's boom. I've seen Carolina in sparring knock women across the ring.
yeah,
Literally.
you've been in
Yeah.
camp with her for her
Yeah.
last fight for Terry Harper.
Yeah.
That's right.
Knock women across the ring, and they look up like, what just happened? And that's with headgear and everything else on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Carolina Raw ain't just talking to be talking. I'll
No.
put it out there like that. She ain't just talking to be talking. She knows what her skill set is.
Yeah, and I think the world's starting to understand, outside of just fight fans wanting to see a matchup and being upset why Alycia didn't like bring it on, but now they're really like, yo, this is, Clarissa just needs to box another Clarissa. Sadly, there isn't a doppelganger. Cough, smoker. Look, Bomi has to Super Saiyan kill on Alycia. Yo, she got the blonde hair and everything, right? Upset
Right.
coming, upset in the making. We're about to get another upset. Yes. Alycia, go down, please. Power is only one part of the fighter's arsenal. Clarissa has 0. Who's winning? Look, Alycia. What do you think? You think Alycia is officially down? I mean, there's
I
a couple.
think she's officially down 2 rounds right now. I would give rounds 5, 6, 7, and 8 to Bo.
Man, that's
So if she got the first, so it would be maybe like a tie. But there's a couple rounds that we don't know. The judges might have looked at it and gave it to Bo, right? Because remember, I was saying in that 4th round, she came on midway through. So depending on how a judge wants to do it, they could have easily given it to her.
The crazy part is Alycia is doing a lot of posturing, which by all means, she's just burning down time, right? But at the same time, she's trying to steal rounds by kind of avoiding engagement and then maybe try to sneak a couple stuff and kind of. But Bo is just being aggressive. She's walking forward. She's making attempts. The bigger power punchers come from Bo. Alycia kind of does some pity pats here and there, but Bo is trying to straight up land some serious shots. Like Alycia is just clinching, landing little shots, sneaky here and there. But even if she lands a couple of shots, the aggression, some judges just like the person who's just walking someone down, throwing tons of punches. And maybe sometimes Alycia lands a couple pot shots here and there, which can add up. Some people just like that raw aggression. And so if Bo lands a good shot, that might neutralize the 3-4 little shots Alycia lands. Alycia is kind of worked a lot better this round, kind of separating herself a little bit, trying to not engage into those things, but
she's trying to showboat her way to points in a victory, right? Like you said, she's dancing around, but she's not. And I'm one of the ones, I like the fighters that bring the fight. So if I was judging it, I'm giving those rounds to Bo because, yeah, you might be avoiding some stuff, but you're not engaging. And you're trying to give me a 1, 2, 3 before moving around. But then when Bo gets to you, she puts paws on you.
Yeah. I do feel like Alycia was able to tactfully, squeak out that round using, good side-to-side movement, not really letting Bo really tee off. At the end of that round, there was some moments Bo had some success, but Alycia she's trying to play the long game. I'm going to wait out this 3 minutes and move a little bit and touch, move, touch, get a little back, touch. Oh, here comes a little touch. Nothing's really creating actual damage, but it's almost like she's trying to create like a little amateur scoring system going on, which I think I might have given her that round because of it. A little bit more use of the time, but at the same time, I mean, when you see someone walking someone down for the whole time,
her down,
it can completely still nullify whatever little work you're doing and just feel like you're just not wanting to engage.
Yeah, it looks like now Alicia's going back to what she was doing in rounds 1 and 2, where she's using the jab. Her hands are up. She's moving her head on the line, off the line. Bo's coming forward, but when she comes forward, she puts the jab out there. Right? Yeah, she's going. Now she's going back to what she was doing in rounds 1 and 2.
If Alycia wins too, Clarissa might have major Twitter figures tonight, man. The drama will be be in the next chapter. Robert incoming. So you got up two-tone, got Alycia. Listen. I'm not saying
Oh,
that
look like
Alycia.
she stunned her a little bit. Alicia had her legs wobble. Bo's legs wobbled a little bit
Yeah,
after Alicia hit her with a right.
yeah. I'm not saying that Alycia hasn't won rounds, right? I mean, I just gave Alycia that last round, right? But
Right.
but she won a couple early rounds. But the story goes on that look, we're in the ninth. We gotta get through the ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and Bo is taking a lot of chances, jumping in, throwing to the body, a lot of clinching. The posturing alone from Alycia, doesn't create enough at times for her to win those segments in the rounds. You know, she she
Mm-hmm.
she kind of postures and then lunges in a little bit, throws a couple 1-2s. It's weird because you can tell who's a little bit more polished fighter, the little flashier, where at least it lands a good 1-2. You know, she's landing a good hook. But then Bo will come back and throw like a weird hammer shot out of nowhere. And it kind of equates, you know, and kind of it takes away the work that Alycia does. If you're purely just watching Alycia, right, you're gonna see a little bit more finesse, right, when you're
Yeah,
looking for it.
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
when you watch Bo, you're pretty much seeing the heavier-handed puncher, the person who lands the hard shots in those moments of those little 1, 2, 3s, and you know maybe a good hook from Alycia. But you can tell the effective shots and the more troubling shots are coming from Bo. As ugly and awkward the style is, it's a discomfort that she's putting Alycia in, and Alycia is kind of putting on her best poker face. She's putting her little acting shoes on and trying to convince and sell, you know, that her performance in the round is good enough to serve, but it's not dominant. There's no dominance in
No,
this
yeah,
fight.
there's no dominance. According to Copybox, Alicia's landed more punches. She's landed 49% of her punches to Bo's 38.
But that's what like earlier kind of what we talked about. That's that little
Mm-hmm.
bit. I'm gonna sneak these work. You know, one two
Yeah,
two. I'm gonna work a little bit. But when you got these clubbing shots, everything Bo throws is just
it's it's coming in
heat.
clubby like this, or even to the body, but you're not seeing the this, and then coming in.
Yeah,
She's just literally walking in, and then you're just trying to just the whole time.
it's all heat. Everything
Yep.
lands is heat. So it's like, do you like the little finesse, the little work that Alycia is doing, you know, and not taking all credit. She lands some good shots here and there, but
She
she puts
does.
herself into a spot where Bo hits her and it equalizes what Alycia kind of did. You know, if you look
So
at volume.
yeah, I would definitely have given Alycia round 9. Like I said, she started to look like she looked in rounds 1 and 2, where she was controlling the fight with the jab. She was moving around. She was setting up the combinations and getting them in there. And Bo again walking in head first, getting taxed. We're seeing the same thing a little bit in round 10. Um, Alycia is doing a little bit more dancing with it, but she's got her hands up, jab out, jab, straight right, straight right. It's making it harder for Bo to come in and get a little closer to her.
You said, could we get Haney Loma too? Like you talking about decision? Like you saying that like Loma, but it's gonna be Alycia. She better be careful and not get KO'd. Steroids equals no stamina, no knockouts. 10 3-minute rounds. I believe it's 12. They're doing
It's
men
12.
rules.
I
It's
think
12. They
it's
they
12. I think
uh
it's 12. Yeah.
Someone said, dang, Alycia is losing. If Baumgardner loses this, she might as well stay away from boxing until she learns how to better stamina. I mean, look, win or lose. I mean, not the super say it. I see. So it's definitely a concern. Like this is definitely a concern. Like it's been going on. Like Alicia's stamina has been problematic, and it's diplomatic of her to go and add in the 3-minute rounds, 12, but it's not suiting her. And she's catching a lot of heat. She's getting a lot of serious shots from Bo.
A bigger puncher will knock her out.
Caroline is a technical, a very it's $2 super chat from Love Speaks. Nah, I ain't single. nah. My girl's in the chat, so
she is in the chat watching.
No, I appreciate the super chat though, for real. By all means, I definitely appreciate it. I feel a little troll is also in that. Definitely a burner account or someone. Haney beat Loma 15-1. You know, as strange as it sounds, you know, a lot of people think I'm like an outlier to this because I covered Devin a lot. I thought Devin did beat Loma, right? I did. You know, a lot of people were like, "What?" You know, I stand by it, you know, but I thought it was a great fight. Is Derek James in the corner? I think James is mediocre. See, I told you earlier, right? Derek James instructions.
Oh, it was 10 rounds.
Yeah, it is. It is 10?
Yeah, I thought it was 12 too.
So we're doing 3-minute 10 rounds. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it's not men rules. It's a hybrid. It's a Tesla hybrid. Right? You get gas a little bit, you get a little
yeah, but then now that makes it interesting, right? Because 10 rounds instead of 2, and we're going off of, I can see how judges might give it to Bo, depending on what rounds they ended up giving her between 4 and 9.
No disrespect to your girl. No, it's all good, man. She's cool. She ain't gonna do no crazy snipes. But I appreciate the super chat. That helps us as a platform, you know? You can stay as a supporter.
Y'all trying to have my man sleep on the couch tonight. That's cold. He up late. What is it? It's like it's almost 1:30 on the East Coast.
Ryan beat Devin fair and square. I mean, you got to put an asterisk because of that. But, you know, they need to do a rematch, right? I think Ryan looked solid that last fight. Good little scrap. Look, I give Bo and Alycia credit both. You know, like they scrapped. It was entertaining, right?
It was very entertaining.
I think the fight was entertaining. I think
yeah,
as a fight fan, I think a lot of people understood that this girl, Bo, gave Caroline and Alycia fits and were competitive fights. You know, she had moments, and I think Bo has gained a fan out of me. I think anytime I see Bo fights, I'm gonna watch Bo.
I'm with you on that one. I think she's the winner in both these fights. I think her stock rises. She's tough.
Yeah.
And she can brawl. Like, yeah.
You know, I think still on a critical aspect, I think Bo still needs to tighten up. You know, technique wise, I think if she was a little bit more technically sound, a little less wild. I mean, her stamina was clearly way more superior than Alycia. She had the power. I mean, imagine if she had a little bit more, you know, defense and a little bit more technical skill set. I think she would have cooked Alycia, like just straight up dominated her, like just. But that's kind of what the story is. You see a little bit more finesse from Alycia, but you know, Bo is a problem for a lot of these women around this weight class. You know, she can take a punch, she can give a punch, she ain't gonna get tired. We just saw her do 3-minute 10 rounds. The women's is 2, so she goes back into the 8-2, right, or 10-2, all right, the 10-2. You know, it's a problem because she can accelerate that more. Shakur definitely made Tia look like an amateur. Put Bo in there with Serrano
and Steele.
Yeah. I mean, of course they're gonna, and you know, like I said, there's gonna be sneaky rounds where I think we're deserving. Where, you know, it depends on what you like. I think Alycia worked some of those in there. I think Bo might have been a little sloppy in certain aspects, which made it a little bit more competitive. You know, it's more like the technical paralysis of Alycia was able to win her some of those rounds, but I don't think she won any new fans. I think whatever fans that Alycia had,
she still has, yeah.
But she didn't get any new ones, and I think if anything, she might have lost a few to Caroline.
She outworked her. To your point, she outworked her. She threw 681 punches and landed 216, whereas Bo threw 654 and landed 151. So Alycia she outworked her, And that goes back to the technical skill. She had the jab. She had the 1-2 combination. She was moving around. She was throwing the little flurries, whereas Bo was just trying to come in and just take her head off the whole time.
Yeah, but the big problem is now is how is she gonna try to say Caroline Dubois doesn't deserve a fight when a
She
performance
can't.
she just says you
She
can't.
can't.
At this
She
point
can't.
now, this performance alone has, if anything, created more interest for the Caroline Dubois fight, which is great for Alycia because she has an opponent that people
She
want
has
to
an
see
opponent.
her get in the
And
ring
it
with.
100% has done it for me because now that's who I want to see her fight next. They both was hopping on social media, talking shit. Let's go. Let's go. Put paws on one another. Let's go. Let's get your hands, get the gloves, and let's go.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see.
I think at this point, I think anyone who is a fan of Alycia Baumgardner and does not ask for the Caroline Dubois fight is worried about the fight being made. Like, I don't think there's nothing else about it. Like, I think Alycia Baumgardner and Caroline Dubois is the fight in women boxing to make. Like, I know people say, hey, we need to find someone for Clarissa. She had her fight. It was with Savannah Marshall. And we want more from Clarissa because, you know, who's going to beat her? We got
Right.
Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 3 times. So I asked everybody in the chat, right? You know, if you agree on a decision, disagree, whatever, you know, like, it's boxing. Like, it is what it is. 3 people made the scorecards that matter, right? At this point, is there any fight in women boxing that is more important or more must see than Alycia Baumgardner versus Caroline Dubois?
I can't think of one. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I,
They got the names. They've got the styles. And clearly they got the backing with MVP to make this happen.
I at this point, I don't want to see her versus Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor beats her. I don't want to see her with Amanda Serrano. Amanda beats her. So I know she's going to ask for those fights. I know that she's going to say she deserves those fights. And I know that she says she's going to want those fights. And she's not wrong about wanting to feel that way and hoping to get it. Because if she gets either one of those fights, then take it. That's a bigger bag, like 100%. And a bigger opportunity when it comes to your legacy if you win. But as in right now, do I think she beats them? No. Do I think she has an opportunity to beat Caroline Dubois? Yes. Do I see Caroline Dubois have an opportunity beating her? Absolutely, yes.
I would take Carolina Dubois in that fight. Like I'm going down the street to Red Rock and I'm putting my money on Carolina Dubois to win that fight.
But would you but I do feel like on paper is a more competitive fight because we're talking about an experience difference. At least even though she looks like the person who isn't, you know, like Caroline looks like the problem. We got to give Alycia the experience, right? But at the same time, going back to the experience of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, their stamina is like different.
Yeah.
And their experience compared to Bo is different. Their technique.
Right.
So I don't want to see those fights.
Because Alycia, to your point, I think Alycia loses to either Katie Taylor or Serrano. Like, would they be good fights in the early rounds? Yes. But she gets gassed. She's not going to be able to outpace them. And especially Serrano. I think that would be a stoppage. Because her hand speed, and she'll probably get her in a corner somewhere, and Alycia will not be able to swing back, and the judge is coming in. No more.
Yo,
Let's go.
This is wild. Someone said Green update. Her slow-footed is slow-handed and limited talented ass got face beat up in and up. That's not an update. Jeez. I thought you were coming through like a medical update. Like her foot was twisted and they found out she had like, you know, like a torn ACL or some shit. This man says Green update. Her slow-footed. Jeez. Fans are brutal, man.
Golly.
Chantel Cameron beats Alycia.
Y'all not nice.
Caroline and Mayor. Hey, yo, Chantel is nice, man. We got to see her in some big fights. Robbery Hatcher said she gonna talk like she did a masterclass to watch. Baumgardner really is the bomb, is what Adam Hurley says. Yeah, man. I think someone said the fight was close. Stay away from the quote. Stay humble. Keep well. Look, I'm not I'm not gonna be the guy that screams full on robbery, right? I do think people forget the early rounds. There was some quiet rounds in between that Alycia, could have. Someone was a kind of a back and forth. And at the end of the day, she is the darling, right? She's the MVP main event. And we can, the co-main, we can afford that. But we can't go back to back. And Green got stopped. So we can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, she got hurt.
But in this, we can, the close rounds, we can give it Alycia. All the close rounds,
And it's something to be said when you're the champion, right? Like, you got to beat the champ.
No,
it's gotta look good. It's gotta be definitive. I'm a believer in that one. Like, you gotta come out there and because stuff like that can happen if it's close enough. I think biases get in there and business gets in there. Things happen. So if you going after something, you going after the champ, you going after the belts, you gotta make it undeniable that you won that fight.
Out of fairness, I don't agree with that. But out of the boxing politics and how that works, well, then you have to
right. And that's all that I'm saying. Because I agree with you on the fairness part.
I know.
If somebody, even if it's close, if the person won, they won, right? But we know that's not how it goes.
Yeah, I think that fight was close. I think Bo won a fan on a lot of people. I think Alycia forced herself into this Caroline Dubois fight now. She couldn't separate herself from it. She couldn't escape it. And unfortunately, fighting anybody else tonight would have probably been able to give her some sort of wiggle room by simply saying, hey, this girl would have gave Caroline Dubois problems too. But the problem is you're fighting the same girl that Caroline Dubois fought. So we can compare and we can contrast. So right. I guess I don't look. I'm happy that Alycia has an opportunity to have another nemesis because that's what you need in the sport. Because a lot of people in this chat was complaining about Clarissa has no nemesis. She has nobody to fight. Who's she gonna fight? Who's she gonna fight? Who's she gonna be able to convince me that I'm gonna, And by all means, if Alycia beats Caroline Dubois, I think she gets a lot of respect from a lot of people too. So I think that alone. I think someone early in the chat was like, it was so big in the UK. Someone said Bennett's a doubt ghost an incumbent champion. Yeah, it kind of going a little bit like Ken was saying, like you have to win decisively because of the biases that may come on. Like they're investing a lot of money. Like they didn't ESPN, MVP, social. They didn't put all this money in Alycia just for her to lose. So, if there's a way to squeak a close round, we gonna squeak that round.
Don't squeak that one. It's like, we can make that one for her.
But like I agree. Like the real SMG, like it's strange to say this, and I agree with them on this. Bo was nowhere near ready for that fight. It was levels, but she wasn't far behind. And it's like you're almost. It's like an oxymoron what you're saying. She was nowhere near ready for the fight, meaning like technically, skillfully, like she wasn't on the same skill set as Alycia. But because of the fact that Alicia's stamina is so like, it's almost like she wasn't that far behind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the gap is this. It's a noticeable gap. Like she was never gonna win. I see the gap. I see it. But it's a close gap.
Yeah. Well, it's like this. So what you alluded to earlier, Bo needs better technical skills. She needs to incorporate a little bit more boxing with her brawler style. And Alycia put on a technical clinic when she fought that way. Thought she won the fight. I thought she got those later rounds. She had the earlier rounds. And maybe that was part of her game plan in the middle rounds to kind of take off a little bit because her stamina does give out on her. So, and what you were pointing out was in those middle rounds, when those hands was down, she was still moving around and avoiding punches. And before she would get out, she would hit her a little 1, 2, 3, boom, move out the way. Mm-hmm. And if Bo, all she's doing is coming in and she's swinging, she was missing a lot of shots. So she looked active, but she wasn't connecting, and the numbers show that. So Alycia clearly won this fight, right?
Yeah.
But Bo didn't make it easy, and she made a fan out of everybody, and she's a good fighter. She's just not there with Alycia.
Well, I think when it comes to the numbers are definitely skewed at times because, like, you know, that's a person that's employed by the promotional or whatever the case is, and how it
I'm
works.
getting them over to my
Well,
business conspiracy.
the thing is they sit and click. There's someone clicking. So
Right.
I could be like, oh, that's a punch, that's a punch, that's a punch, that's a punch, that's a punch. So, you know, it's like at the end of the day, I see my man over here talking about the Canadian knockout artist. I know who you're talking about. She's the truth, man. She is. I mean, look, I'm gonna still pick Clarissa, man. I'm gonna still pick Clarissa on that. But I like you know, she's exciting. She got that brutal knockout on Homegirl. I can't remember. But yeah, Brotherhood Sports in the building. Dubois gonna get her wig split. Ooh, he's saying, look, man.
Oh, wig split. Okay.
He's like, don't get caught up in that shit. Don't get him caught in that shit. Dubois gonna get her wig split. It was hard to move from side to side. She has a good chin. Are you talking about Bo or are you talking about Alycia?
Because Alycia was moving. Bo didn't move that much. Bo was on the line a lot. Because when Alycia was throwing her jab and those straight right hands, she wasn't moving. She was just walking right into him. So
now the big thing about this is people don't also take into factor in the Dubois fight is that what is that fight rules are going to be? Is that going to be 2-minute, 10-minute rounds? Would that benefit Alycia or would it hurt Alycia? Right?
I think it hurts her.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I think either way hurts her because I think Caroline can train and be ready for a 3-minute round fight. And then if you're getting 2-minute rounds and it picks up the pace, that just means with Alicia's stamina, she's gonna burn out faster. And I think that's why she likes the 3 minutes because she can actually rest a little bit in the rounds. She's got time to rest.
Interesting.
You know?
So if they fight, is Alycia gonna big dog her and say, "Oh, you gotta do 3-minute rounds, girl, with the big dogs. If you think you a big dog, you gotta come with the big dogs."
Oh, Dubois ain't ducking that. She's not ducking that. She'll do 3 rounds with her.
But
or 3-minute rounds.
But strategically, I mean, you know, but you know, maybe at the same time, doing the 2-minute rounds, she's able to have more stamina because, you know, I don't know, she's gonna have to throw more punches in the 2-minute rounds.
Right, she's gonna have to throw more punches. That's the thing. Like, watching this fight, we see how that favored her. She didn't have to have the output be so heavy. She was able in the first ones to kind of box a little bit, take off a little bit of time, have her hands down, kind of move around. And then later on in the rounds, she went right back to being a technical boxer again. So I think the 3-minute rounds help her because she has time to not do nothing. It's weird. It's like when you were talking about with the gap.
Yeah. She's a lot of good posturing and, you know, that's that experience, right? Like just you can't take away her experience. She's been on this particular stage a little bit longer and, you know, that stuff does add up. She's fought better competition. You know, she's fought Michaela Mayer, which I thought she won. I didn't think that was controversial. I thought that she, you know, decisively won that one. But, you know, she also had lapses in her, you know, previous fights. I think I got to pull up the homegirl's name. But I did think that she struggled a little bit against this other girl. She was tall, lanky, you know, the size could have made it a little bit difficult, but she fought this girl named Jennifer Miranda, undefeated Jennifer Miranda, 12-0. And at that point, I believe that when I was watching that fight, I thought that Alycia lost that fight. So I think by all means, I think we know the limitations of Alycia. Someone said AB should stay away from Shields. That's always been the case. Hey, yo, I need to be on the webcam gang. Ha ha ha. What up, Ben Latin? 3-minute rounds for the amateur. She's going to have to get her stamina up eventually. For sure, man. I think it is Not a question. It's literally, this is a problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a health condition. I don't know if it's a fighting style. I don't know if it's a body. But it's known at this point that if you girls drag you in them late rounds, they have a better chance.
They got a better chance.
Yeah, you know.
And Bo just couldn't knock her out. But you didn't do anything to wear her down. There wasn't the times where you were jabbing her and having her walk into some combinations and stuff like that. She was headhunting all night.
The crazy part is Alycia just got tired on her own. Like, that's my problem. Like, if Bo was doing
that's your major beef with her, is she just gets tired on her own. She's like, she doesn't have to do nothing.
Look, and
she just get tired. Let it get to round 4. She's gonna be tired.
And I say this as a person who sits in a chair and does not do a quarter of the amount of workout that she does, right? So it's not even you look at this girl, right? It's more of like, I'm doing my job, right? I'm critiquing. And I think
you're not talking about her. You're talking about the work ethic she's putting in.
But I think it's fair
what she's doing, and it's very fair, right? Because strength and conditioning is part of what they need in order to make these fights good. And if you're getting gassed, you know what I'm saying, before we even halfway through the fight, what is the issue?
That man, my brother who's forced to Baumgardner is Crawford and Clarissa. Baumgardner is Crawford and Carissa's Canelo. You heard it here first.
Hey, hold on, say that one more. What did they say?
He said Baumgardner is Crawford, Clarissa is Canelo. You heard it here first. Little girl,
absolutely
come up.
Not. Absolutely not.
Hey man, I know we don't always agree, and you're my dog for life.
Oh man. My god.
But Clarissa would annihilate her. Like, she would hit her with, like, I don't know if I'm going to show my age, Mortal Kombat brutality. You know, all them combos, and then they explode and on the bones hit the screen. That's what Clarissa would do. It would be like,
it would say flawless victory at
right
the
after it. Like
no.
Come on. Like,
no.
Listen.
Absolutely not.
When Clarissa shows me in a single fight that she looks an ounce of being tired, an ounce of like, man, I am tired at any point of any fight and any highlights of any this is the highlight I want to see. Show me a highlight when Clarissa looks tired. Show me that. Like, just huffing and puffing and just like not moving, because I could show you multiple fights where Alycia is not getting hit for 5 rounds and she just gets tired. Just stops. You know who you want to do comparisons? And I listen, I say this out of the most dear respect too. Like, these are not disrespect comparisons. These are all world champions. I'm comparing to other world champions. This is all I'm doing. Alycia Baumgardner, and it's my dog too, right? Alycia Baumgardner is the Caleb Plant in women boxing.
Oh man!
Because you look amazing. Man. You box, you move, you do all this great stuff. Then somewhere along in the 5th or 6th round, battery has drained, and it's like, yo, what happened? What happened, bro? Caleb Plant was Michael Jackson smooth criminal against David Benavidez. When I was at that fight, that man was buttered. That man was doing the what was that? You can't see me. Like, Caleb Plant was smooth as ice. Here comes the 5th, 6th round. When he fought for his world championship, doing all Ustakaki, like, just nasty. Second half, fighting for dear life. Resendez looking good. Boom, doing, like, what is it about those two world champions, right? I mean, that happens. Like, I don't understand this decline.
Caleb just caught a stray. That's cold.
It's not a stray, because
I mean, you speaking facts though. You speaking facts. It's, what Oscar say on the Clapback Thursday, you're not hating if you're speaking facts. So I know that you're not hating, right? Because they do get tired, right? So it's just like, what is it?
They get tired on, like, their own. Like, David ain't even touching Caleb. I'm like, yo, Caleb is doing David nasty these first 3, 4, 5 rounds. Alycia was doing Michaela Mayer kind of nasty in the first early couple rounds. But then just something just doesn't hold. Like the gas tank, like someone must have mixed their gas tank with water, right? Like it just don't make sense, right? It don't make sense. Like they need to change the gas station to keep going to, because
Right.
they keep up with the
Hey,
car, the maintenance, everything is
stop
fine
getting
tuned.
87. You need to
You
start
know what I
getting
mean?
91 premium.
But something just doesn't, like someone put
Yeah.
extra. I'm just saying, like, what is it about those world champions that just can't go past the fourth, fifth round? Like, what is it?
Because you see them in the gyms, they work out. They're doing everything everybody else is doing.
Are they? Are they doing everything? Because it ain't adding up. Like, it's a consistent thing. It ain't like, oh, I had a bad camp. I changed.
I just think some people, even athletes, like you see it in other sports too, like, and their trainers will tell them they're in there for hours doing their cardio, doing everything they need to do, and then in a game situation, the body. So maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe it's a mental thing.
Yeah, but she needs to fix that, because I think Caroline gets stronger the fight goes on, and that is the worst thing to be in.
Look, I already told you. Look, how'd you pay rent for 6 months in advance? Well, see, what happened was I knew Carolina Dubois was going to put that thing on her, and she did.
Yeah, I agree with a good amount of people in the chat. Alycia needs to fight Caroline. It's at a point. I don't want to use that word duck, right? Because if she gets Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, it's not a duck.
It's not a duck. Yeah, let's put that out there right now. But that's the only two. It's the only two.
But she don't get either one of those.
It has to be Caroline.
Or she fights Clarissa, then I definitely can't say it's a duck.
Okay, yeah.
Or she fights.
But she's not gonna get Clarissa.
Or Michaela Mayer. Listen, there's a few names out there if she fights, but they're marketable names, right? They're But she ain't fighting Michaela Mayer again.
She's not gonna fight Michaela Mayer again. I talked to her. She said she doesn't want to fight her again. Now Michaela would be willing to fight. Alycia doesn't want to fight her.
Of course not.
So
you just drop a gem? Was that a combo you just had with her? Oh shit!
Quick conversation. It was a quick conversation.
All right. Well, y'all heard something there, right? And honestly, we know that she don't want to fight her because she'll have to move up and weight. And Mayer's a big girl, and that was the time to fight. And so, yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah. Katie's literally 39. Katie's not gonna sell her whatever, and I think Katie beats her too. As crazy as 39, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89, 100. She beats Alycia all those ages. I know that's terrible to say it like that, but it's just, you can't fade, dude. Like at these type of fights, you thought the pace that Katie Taylor had to fight Amanda Serrano at, you think Alycia is gonna bring any type of pace? That no. So Katie's well equipped. She throws way more punches. She actually, if anything, it sounds crazy. Katie throws more punches than Bo. Yeah, more punches.
Yeah,
what the hell are you gonna do when you got 100 punches?
If Alycia fights anybody that can put the same kind of output she put out tonight, she loses against them. Because she's gonna get tired, because she's gonna be getting taxed by them too. So I don't think she wins against any of those three. Now, anybody else, I think she's got the skill set. She's going to beat them. But Carolina can fight. She's got power. I think she loses that. And then with Katie and Serrano, I think she loses that too. Just because skill set. I think they're just the superior fighters.
Nah, I'm all over the place. Not anymore New York. I was LA, Vegas. What is it? Jesus.
He's well traveled.
I'm everywhere. I'm never scared. Never scared. Alycia better not be scared though, because the internet ain't. Look, I go on the internet right now. Oh shit, Clarissa went live. Oh shit, she's still live.
She's still live? What's she saying?
One-dimensional, crazy-looking ass fighters who
she going in. Hold on.
Fighters who not in shape, who popping it. Just popping it. But you're not working it though. It's not just a look or some words. You got to know how to scrap. Never got walked down, ever. Y'all is crazy. This girl yelling about Caroline's fight against Terry Harper. Yeah, get her, Terry. Get her, Terry. Man, fighting in a 2,100 seat venue that was not sold out, and I'm selling out 18,000 seats, and you the face of women's boxing. Somebody gotta call this shit out, cause y'all real delusional. Y'all real delusional. Like this be my problem. If y'all gonna pop shit and be for real. Be for real. Come with some motherfucking facts. Y'all not coming with no facts. Y'all want to come with other shit that don't matter. That's why I signed for $8 million, because I'm the best skilled, the best accomplished. I sell out arenas. What? No, chicken. Y'all know who said she was the face of women's boxing, which who gives a fuck about being the face of women's boxing, bro? I want to be the face of boxing. I'm trying to get like Canelo. I don't really care about being the best or being the face of women's boxing. I been did that shit. I fucking been did that. I'm trying to take being the face of women's boxing out of there. I want to be the face of boxing. Let's take the woman out of there. Fuck. That white and black don't lie. And them colors on that damn screen don't lie. And y'all seen this girl box, and y'all see me box. And y'all know what the fuck is going on. Stop being stupid, believing somebody because they sit there and say, oh, I've never seen somebody in tip-top shape. And I've never seen somebody with a six-pack. And I've never, shut the fuck up. I had a six-pack my last fight. In the fight before that, I may have not had one, but guess what? I still box better than you. Yeah. Don't nobody give a fuck about no six-pack. Can you squabble? Can you fight? What is your style? What is your game plans? Getting ran around the ring like a little hoe. Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Don't say my name no fucking more. I ain't fucking playing. Don't say my name no more. Look at this dummy. It don't. Talking about a six-pack. You give a fuck with no motherfucking six-pack. I have conquered 5 divisions, you dummy. You dummy.
That's
and
true.
Still throw way more punches than you and got way better stamina than you. You look crazy out there. Fuck this shit. These bitches gonna piss me off tonight. I just have to get on here and let y'all know, stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me. And when y'all see these hoes popping shit, when y'all see these girls popping shit, tell them to calm the fuck down. Because you're not on nobody's level. You're not. Somebody gotta tell her. Now that that's said, Amanda and Katie, which one of y'all gonna fight her? Because this is crazy work. This is crazy.
What were we just saying?
Fucking amateurs. I mean, I was going to say she looked like she was on steroids tonight, but she didn't. She looked like herself. She had a good jab tonight. I might say anything good about her. She had a good jab, good uppercut. I don't know what all that moving shit was about. I felt like she was running, but hey, good job, congrats, but nah. Keep Clarissa's name out your fucking mouth. Like we got a delusional fan on here who just said something dumb. Look at you. You look stupid. You look stupid, y'all. But yeah, I'm done. People done pissed me off tonight. Shadesha done fucked the bag up. Jesus. She done fucked the bag up. Somebody in her time, man, get the Oh, you don't know what excellent is, you goofy. You one of them motherfuckers who I have to slap because you just stupid. Excellent is when you win all 10 rounds. And, man, shut up. What did Mayweather daddy say? Some of y'all don't know shit about boxing, bro. Y'all know shit about boxing. That's it. Somebody said big dogs don't bark. My nigga, big dogs bark and bite and win. You see, if you're not a real dog, you shouldn't talk to me about being a dog. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't talk to me about being a dog. Real shit. Because you don't. Somebody said, oh, look at this dude. Glorious. You're on mouth. 19 world championships, but I'm all lip. 2 Olympic gold medals, but I'm all lip. 4-time undisputed, but I'm all lip. Okay. That must be a delusional fan. And then, and I'm finna get up off here after this. And you delusional ass YouTube bloggers that was saying, oh, Clarissa don't want to fight Shadesha. Shadesha's so strong. I'm ready to bottle y'all. I'll be ready to bottle y'all with a literal glass bottle. Y'all dumb. Oh, she's so strong. She gonna knock Clarissa out. She not the GOAT. Oh. But then y'all think y'all finna go silent about this. Y'all about to be quiet about this. I got something special for y'all ass though. 18-0, all right. But I got something special for y'all ass. I do. And if I even have to go any harder, I already be busting y'all heads every day. The looks, the body, the money, the car, the houses, the man, I already be busting y'all heads already. The fights, the venues, I already be busting y'all heads already. Now y'all talking about some, sending prayers for Shadesha. Listen, I like Shadesha actually. Me and her actually squash beef. But I don't forget about the disrespect. Yeah, if I pray that she didn't really get hurt or anything like that. But y'all wouldn't be on here saying pray for the GOAT if it happened to me. And y'all know y'all wouldn't. Everybody like, oh yeah, she deserved it. She got a big mouth. She did it out. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all must be having a whole ass party for days and weeks and months. If I was to get taken out on a goddamn stretcher, wouldn't you? Come on, tell the truth. This is the truth hour. This is the truth hour. If I was to get taken out on a stretcher, wouldn't y'all be on here celebrating to the haters? Yes, you would. It's okay. This is a judge-free zone. Speak. Yes, very true facts. Okay. Yes, I would. Yes, and then okay. There we go. Tell the truth. So yes, I'm praying for Shadesha, and I'm glad that none of the girls got hurt really bad tonight. Everybody can go back home to their families. Absolutely. I ain't that. Like, I ain't like that. But I'm just telling y'all, there's levels to this shit. And stop saying that women and these girls is on my motherfucking level when they ain't. All y'all motherfuckers talking about Shadesha can knock me out. She's got knocked out by a girl who I literally destroyed. This girl thought she was getting jumped inside the ring when she was fighting me. Lani said she thought she was getting jumped when we was fighting. She said she didn't know where my punches was coming from. She didn't know where they were coming from. I was kicking that ass. And had my shoulders not been how they was messed up. But now we sitting here trying to give motherfuckers a pass. I had enough of y'all. I have. Oh, look at this. Sincerely, God gonna humble you, and I can't wait. Shut your stupid ass up. I'm already humble. God gon' humble your old ass. That's what he gonna do. God gonna humble you. Cause what the fuck have you ever accomplished in your life to have any passion about anything? You ain't never accomplished shit. You know what? Your biggest accomplishment happened right now. Me responding to your stupid ass. That's your biggest fucking accomplishment. That's your biggest accomplishment right there. Me responding to you. Congratulations. Congratulations, y'all. That's good. Now, y'all, I had just finished watching these fights. I'm still heated about what happened to Shadesha. Not that she lost. I'm heated because she messed the bad good, bro. We supposed to fight. That's the fight that I wanted. In all her little interviews when she was on, I don't know if she went on Breakfast Club or she went on Angela Yee. She went on a few shows and she was like, I want to fight the GOAT. And just was like, but I told you after I beat French on ass, me and you next. And you go and book a fight with Lani. And then Lani knocks your ass out. Jeez. I'm going to bed. See this bottle? Not even open. I'm about to put it back in the cabinet. I'm gonna put it back in the cabinet. Cause I ain't got my goddamn corkscrew anyway. But if I had my corkscrew, I'd take me a goddamn bottle tonight. I won't drink a bottle. I would drink me just a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh. What's in her stuff? Yeah. I gotta go. I'm extremely too pissed. I'll say what I have to say. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. Kiss my ass and stop speaking on Clarissa Shields' name. Especially if you can't squabble like the motherfucking quote.
Don't speak on her name, especially if you can't squabble like the motherfucking world. Ain't that what we've been saying all night?
What?
She's levels above all of these women.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obviously gonna sound biased, but I've covered a lot of these fighters. I covered Anna Gabriel. I covered Michaela Mayer. I covered Alycia. I covered Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. I mean, dude, I've covered all these girls in person, right? Like that whole entire. I think skillfully she's the best one out of them all. You know,
out of all of them.
Yeah, and I think Katie's the second. You know, and then I think you can make an argument. You know, like I don't know. I guess you can make an argument what could be three, right? I guess it's interchangeable at that point, right? But
yeah,
look, I think it's very obvious tonight that we all come to the conclusion that we just want to see Alycia either prove the haters that Dubois can't beat her, or prove the naysayers and everyone out there that's kind of been speaking down on Dubois, saying that she ain't deserving of Alycia Baumgardner. Right. I think them both fighting literally opponents that they both faced has immediately created this narrative that they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think anything else out there. Now, if Alycia goes on and fights Katie Taylor or Amanda Serrano or gets one of these fights, then I think Caroline Dubois should unify the division with that scary ass girl. I don't know if you've seen her yet. The girl was scary. I forgot her name. She like this Eastern European girl or some shit. Bro, she is
You like the Eastern
beating.
Europeans,
No,
though.
no, listen.
No, wait a minute.
No, she
'Cause
is beating
Chat,
ass.
Ron has a bias for these Eastern European
No, 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 no,
fighters.
no, 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 no.
If they got some sort of name that you
no,
can't
no, 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 no.
pronounce, he is on them.
No, no, no,
But
no.
he be right about them, though.
No, no.
He be right about them.
Listen, it's not just Eastern European fighters, right? Right? Because I have fighters in all spectrums of the world that I enjoy, right? I don't discriminate.
Yes.
I think there's amazing Asian fighters that gets overlooked. I think
That's not what I'm saying.
I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of Mexican fighters that get overlooked. I even think
there are
Black American fighters get overlooked.
There are.
I think there's UK fighters that get overlooked, and I think there's Eastern European fighters that isn't talked about right now. And there's this girl in Caroline Dubois' division that if Alycia Baumgardner happens to miraculously get Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor on that shit, then Dubois need to fight that girl that be punching, bro. You want to punching, bro. She is, excuse my French, fucking these girls up. Like beating ass. That's a fight that Caroline Dubois, even out of her mouth, says that she feels is a tougher fight than Alycia Baumgardner. She said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you gotta figure out who that is so I can go watch her fights.
And the irony is that she also said she need to get her name up a little bit because she wants that to be a big fight. Like, so it's, listen, let me pull this girl up. Hold on. What is the girl in Caroline Dubois? Wait, that is also a champion. Listen, she's awkward. She's awkward. She has a very unique style. I'm gonna get her name in there. I think. Oh no, she's not Eastern European. I take it back. I think. Well, is she? Oh man, geography is not my thing. She's from Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Istanbul. What,
Middle
Turkey?
Eastern?
That's Turkey, right?
Yeah, Middle East.
That's
Middle
Eastern, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make sure this is her. I'm a the girl. Okay, yeah, the girl from Turkey. Yeah. The girl from Turkey, right? Yeah. my man in the chat.
Thank you, chat.
Yo,
Thank you.
He know all the punchers. He keeps screaming about my girl from Canada that be punching, right? Listen, I need y'all. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Listen. Pull up her box rate. Yeah, no, I did. She's number 2. She's ranked number 2 underneath Caroline, right?
Okay.
Yo, yeah, that's y'all know. Grim Reaper know a Grim Reaper, right? I think the marketable fight is obviously Alycia Baumgardner and Caroline. But listen, I also got a little criticism too. Caroline, the criticism just don't go to Alycia, right?
Oh yeah.
It's I promise you, if Caroline beats, especially stops this girl, I'm putting the chips on Caroline beating Alycia. Cause that girl, see, they know in the chat. They know that name.
Elfie.
Listen.
It's Elf.
Listen.
Tuhan.
Hold on. Listen. This girl fought that Brazilian girl. She was beating her ass. Yo, hold on. Let me see if I can send you a clip so that they can see your reaction when you watching her annihilate these poor girls, bro. and it was crazy. She has such a awkward style, right? Like I don't want to compare, like truly, like it's almost like I think Rolly is like an awkward power puncher, right? I think he gets slept on with his punch placements. Like she comes from that. Yo, why is everything going slow motion? Do they have to slow down all her? I need something fast and brutal. Like I need her cooking a girl. Dude, she's scary. This is scary. I'm gonna send it to you right now. I need them to see your reaction. Cause whatever Bo was doing tonight, this is like 10 times more terror. Like this is there you are. You ain't hip. I'm gonna get you out. Yeah, she cracking. A lot of hooks. Not real technique. See still she's not a a super technical fighter. But dear God, you got to get the hell out of the way because shit is coming. Dubois can't touch bomb. Ron, I'll catch you on the next live chat. But I would sit back, watch a commentary. But man, even if I ain't total agreement with Shields tonight, she had a point ASAP. Listen, when you have a moment to talk your shit, and they've been talking you down, like,
ooh,
yeah, Rolly's actually a good compare. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because people sleep on Rolly's like punch placements. Like it's awkward, it's relentless. People criticize Tenny, but boy, you don't want to be in the corner with Rolly throwing punches at you like that. Nope.
No, you don't.
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, let me.
Okay, she could crack.
Bro, but I'm telling you, that girl that she's beating up, right? She was supposed to be her. Like that was supposed to be, like, I think she was like a gold medalist or some shit.
Damn.
Let me pull up that girl's accolade that she's cooking. Like
she threw hands.
That girl Beatrice, she was like for real, like looked at as a scary ass girl coming up. And her accolades, yeah, what was it? Let me look at her accolades. I think she went to semifinals. Okay, she didn't win gold, but she got some good amateurs. Yeah. I'm looking too. Shit will blow your mind. Yeah, dude. That's
she had that girl in the corner. No, you could hear the pop when she hit her chin.
But if you look at all the other knockouts, like she's like beating all the champions and all the girls. Yo,
and you're saying she's ranked number 2 in Dubois' division.
Yeah, and she did that. She did that to the number 3 girl. Like, listen, look at this last one before we close the shop up. Tell me, when you look at that, like you've been in camp with Caroline Dubois, so you know she punching, right?
Damn. Yeah, I want to see them fight. Because if she's knocking girls out, like, ooh, she collapsed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's knocking them out and hitting them like that,
that's how she takes. That's how she getting girls
crazy.
Out. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
And listen, she's fast too. Like
yeah, I'm seeing that. I see because you sent me the one without the slow mo, and I see why you wanted to make sure that it didn't have the slow mo, so I could see her speed. And that's scary when you can hit with power and you have speed like that.
But the thing is, like, she's awkward, right? Like if you guys are taking the time Googling, and
she's a little female Rolly.
She's fast, bro. She's fast too. She throws very unorthodox. Like she'll step the wrong way, and the punch will still come the right way, and then still torque all the power properly somehow. And then you look at her foot placement, you thinking, oh, she can't be throwing a punch from this angle. Like she's throwing a punch from this angle. Like look at her footwork in this one. Like, nah, bro. She's scary, man. We gonna leave it at that.
He said we're gonna leave. She's scary. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, her power is form and S. I agree. If Caroline loses to Elf Girl, we never see her fight Bum though. I agree. There's a chance that Caroline could lose that fight. I ain't gonna lie. That's a scary fight. You know what's funny though? All the people who is defending Alycia Baumgardner to not have that fight, they're asking Caroline, go fight her. Well, no shit, because that's a threat too, right?
Right.
Like that's their you want to fight Alycia, go fight her. Well, what happens if she fights her and beats her? Are you actually gonna make that fight next?
Alycia she don't want to see Caroline.
I mean, look, I'll never tell a fighter that. I'm just saying, as a fight fan, there's no excuse that no one should not be asking for that fight. You know what I mean? Like everyone should be asking for at least, and I think Alycia has a chance of beating her, just like I think Caroline has a chance of beating her. I think it's a fair fight. I don't think it's this ridiculous Clarissa versus Alycia, because that's stupid. I think Clarissa steps on her. Like that makes no sense.
That makes no sense. Clarissa will dog walk AB.
And to be honest, I think Amanda Serrano is a great name, and of course, if she gets it, then congratulations. But I think that's a style matchup that doesn't favor her either, too, because that's a woman That fight's 3-minute rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't getting one up on her.
Yeah, she's gonna Serrano is going to she can do everything AB can do, but better. And not get tired doing it.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's stuff that Alycia does better than Amanda. I think there's some, but she only
What?
but she only lasts like you know those
What do you think she does better?
you know those that zebra bubble gum, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, like with all the good flavor
Yeah.
that lasts for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Alycia Baumgardner does a lot of great things Amanda Serrano does. It's the zebra bubble gum amount of time. So trust me, I think I think there's a lot that she can do better, but the thing that matters in that fight is that stamina.
She can't last.
No, man. And Amanda's just another level.
And notice the quote went live and said the exact same thing.
Like before the fight even ended, right? Or started. What did I say? She's gonna have stamina issues.
She's gonna have stamina issues.
So, but all right, let me read a couple of the chat. And if you guys missed it, Clarissa Shields goes nuclear on Alycia Baumgardner and Shadesha Green. 27 minutes. We only a little bit. That'll be going up right after the live. So let's go check that out. It was pretty funny watching it.
It was
live.
Extremely funny. Yeah. So y'all make sure you go see that video. Once it's up there.
AB going have Carolina doing the stanky leg. Get off Caroline tip. Hey, listen, Sean Nixon. I'm not saying that Caroline will win or will lose. I'm not saying Alycia Baumgardner will win or will not lose. But I would say as a fan of the sport, and I think you're a fan of the sport, Sean Nixon. I really think you are. I think you would love to see her prove the doubters wrong. You know what I mean? Like, because she's a champion. And you want to see champions fight champions. And I think AB will go up in another division. It will solidify herself as not undisputed, multi division. It'll be a marketable fight. And she's fighting a young girl that many people feel that would be able to give her fits. So you need fights like that for your legacy. And I'm happy that Alycia has an opponent to do that with, because a lot of people discredit fighters when they don't have dance partners. Alycia is blessed to have a dance partner that people are very interested in. And like I see, you're a full believer. She will, like she can prove that she have stamina issues. She can prove, oh, I could punch harder, or she don't like, so as a fan of the sport, God willing that we get that fight, because we don't want those type of matchups not to exist and then not happen.
Right. Right.
This is pointless.
Not that I'm making a comparison before everybody goes wild, right? But Floyd fought Canelo when Canelo was still young and on the come up, because everybody said Canelo was that dude. And Mayweather was like, all right, cool. So he fought him. He gave him the opportunity. He put his name out there, right? So essentially, that's what AB will be doing. She makes this fight. She's giving Carolina the platform to then help raise women's boxing.
Yeah.
And then we get a fight that everybody wants to see. And as fans, that's what we want. We want to see the best fight the best.
Yeah, and I see your point, Sean. Like, what we don't know. We've never seen Caroline do 3 minutes. Would she have to fight 3 minutes? Like, we don't know. So yeah, not the zebra gum. I'm sorry, man. I'm just AB hurt Shin. Caroline did not. Yeah. No, you're right. Listen, that's why it's very important. Styles make fights, right? I've seen triangle theories prove over and over again that they don't always work, because you saw, like, I know this is terrible. It was like Ryan was on the drug, he failed a drug test, but I'm just using for this because Devin Ryan, quote, beat Devin, right? That's how, right? They expected Ryan to beat Rolly, but Rolly beat Ryan, right? So people are picking Devin to beat Rolly. Well, why would you pick Rolly to lose to Devin if you have, you know what I mean? So the people who think that Devin beats Rolly don't believe in triangle theories because we see that all the time. You know, Foreman, Frazier, Ali. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Foreman destroyed Frazier. Frazier beat Ali. Ali beat Foreman. Like,
Right.
and the way that Foreman beat Frazier, he lifted him up off the ground. Down goes Frazier.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So
crazy.
So it don't work, So I agree. That's why Shields should still fight Green. Let's just give it shit. We ain't got names in there, so But Green does need to build up so that people can feel interested. It's just one of those things too. All right, Shields has got beat up tonight. Let her get some confidence. And yeah, I agree. I make Shields and still Green happen because you never know. Yo, who owns BoxRec? These women's pound for pound rankings are wild. I don't know. I think one of the admins on Twitter is BoxRec Gray or something. I ain't really talked to him. Ron gotta go full black and grow a beard. That would make me full black. I guess the Asian side is not really helping, right? All right. Knocked out Harper, hurt Shin. Hey, triangle stairs don't work, man. Let's just make the fight happen, Sean. I know you want to see it because with AB beating Dubois, that would only give you more, validity to go around and tell everyone I told you so. You want those fights so you can be like, see, these dudes don't know what they talking about, right? So, they made these spots by design. There's for sure higher market interest in Alycia versus Caroline. Yeah, for sure. They fought these are measuring sticks, so. Mm-hmm. All right, before we go, Ken, I'll let you have the floor. Anything you want to say to all the people that stuck around at the latest hour watching women boxing on Friday night, supporting the sport?
Friday night supporting the sport, especially for y'all on that East Coast time frame where it is, what is it, 11, 12, 1, 2, almost 2:30 in the morning. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Make sure that you go to FightHype's YouTube. We will have some videos that are up there. I think we're going to be posting the whole 23 minutes of.
No, go ahead. I just read a wow. I read a wild comment.
I'm out here in Vegas, so it's still early for me. But just be on the lookout. It is WrestleMania weekend. There are a lot of fighters and celebrities walking around. So hopefully we get to run into a few of them and we'll get some stuff up for you guys there. Follow me on the socials at KDC Empire. And yeah, it was a fun night.
Yeah. I'll get you a cool little socials thing. My thing popped up all sexy on the screen right here. So this is Ken's first live, by the way. So
yes, I appreciate y'all. Yeah,
and
you'll be seeing more of me.
Yeah, so he did a great job. I think our streams were a little bit off on our fights, but whatever. It's a testing ground. We'll do more of these. And it said if Ron grows a beard, I'm up subbing. My guy said, damn.
Hey, at least we're getting the hair growing back now, though.
Yeah, my hair is.
It's getting there. He's got some waves in there.
Yeah, that's the black side of it.
That's the black side.
So no steroids, no more knockouts. Bum. The Conor Benn of women's boxing. Oof. Chill out, man. Mention Conor Benn. Ken did an interview with Conor Benn. If you didn't see it,
it's up on the site. Check it out.
Yeah, it's 2:23. Yeah, early for me. Def stay safe, brothers. God bless USA. I won't be wrong at all if not. Yeah, we'll be doing more of these. Ron, you never fully started your gaming channel. I remember the MK stuff you're talking about. Yeah, dude, I got so much stuff I'm doing. Did you see the thing that me and Terrence Crawford, we were playing the Tekken and Street Fighter? He ain't ever gonna be like, yeah, man, he was taking it easy on Tekken. Like, he looked at me like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, and a little nervous, like this dude got me on camera looking crazy. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but it was a cool little thing. Terrence, my guy, cool dude. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. I'm sure you too can inspire to do a lot of stuff. So gotta get to it. But stay cool, guys. Live chat is great. I appreciate you. We'll be around.
Thank you, guys.
Ken will be covering David Benavidez and Zerto. We'll be doing it, I believe, together. Is there a fight coming up this month?
There is some happening at the Fountain Blue on the 25th. Oh, Toupee dude.
Big Baby Miller's this month.
Yeah, Big Bay Miller. Yeah. So he's
Okay.
fighting at the Fountain Blue on the 25th. So I'll be covering that. You'll be out here with me for Benavidez and Zordo. And then we got Zuffa 6. Believe Shane Mosley Jr. is headlining
Yeah, versus
that one, and that's
Boyacek.
on May 10th. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you'll be at Keyshawn May 16th
Yeah.
in Norfolk, and I will be in LA for the MVP
Rousey.
event around Rousey. Yep.
There's a lot of stuff, man. So
A lot coming up, y'all.
yeah. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, that's what's up. And yeah, very entertaining fight. Yeah, and listen, I know we're very critical. I guess, you know, the expectation always goes to the superstar, right? And the praise always goes towards the more unknown fighter, right? Bo made a fan of everybody. Alycia got shitted on. I mean, that's just what happens when you're in the A side, right? But
That's the life.
that's just, yeah. So,
That's what they sign up for.
but at the end of the day, you know, I think some of her work was a little unappreciated. But there's a lot of, you know, hey, get that stamina, man, Sean. I know you can't deny that shit either, man. She be getting tired when air touches her. So it's something that we need. We need something to work on there, right? We need this to be fixed. That's all I'm saying. Big Fight Hype. Also got WrestleMania content while you're at it. I'm sure it'll get you guys some added views. I know
We're working on that. I'm doing our best. We're working on that.
This guy right here.
In the works. We're trying to get that done.
Yeah, we'll have a toupee on. Yeah. That should be a question you ask them, you know? Any Americans here following the We Vote project? 3 minutes. Yep, my man's 3 minutes. All right, y'all. It's late, tired. Get some sleep. Maybe tomorrow. I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow we can do a recap on this.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Drop it like it's hot tomorrow
Yep.
morning or something. So I'll buzz in. I'll be up early in the morning. So we'll do a little recap. Maybe some more social media stuff goes on. Alycia might clap back. Caroline might clap back. We'll wait till a little bit of social stuff goes out. Let it digest in people's, you know, their diaphragm a little bit, and then we'll come back and kind of do a little video on this and recap on. And maybe we'll have some updates on Shadesha's greens, you know, situation. So you guys keep a lookout for the video tomorrow. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like good, bad, and ugly, and just keep an eye. We'll have a thumbnail or something. So awesome. Appreciate you guys. Say your social one more time if they want to follow.
At KDC Empire on IG, and then you'll see all the other things from there.
My man put a boxer on a stretcher. I'm done with you guys. This is wild. Unbelievable. The disrespect. Yo. I mean, if you really want to be specific, Shadesha Green was a basketball player. So the nurse put a basketball player on a stretcher if you want to be specific. But all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me and Ken. And yeah, you guys stay blessed, stay safe, and we want that Lisa Baumgardner, Caroline Dubois. Thanks, Sean. Good show, man. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, still tripping or still trolling. Emma Schlang. Ferg, I'm sorry, I'm butchering names. DeAndre, I'm just purposely butchering everyone's names. Ben Latin, the brother of all hood of the sports. Yeah, man. Tom.W with 3 9s. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna get this away from